How is everybody going? So this was not my idea to go live. I certainly wasn't expecting to go live on this fine morning. How's everyone doing? Hi Limerick, how are you, sweetheart? You having a good day? Juicy, how are you, darling? You alright? Hi James, how are you, sweetheart? I just sort of come across everyone's jumping on me saying go live, and I'm like, okay, why not, I suppose. Hi Gessu, how are you, darling? You alright? How is everybody today? Because I haven't been live for a little while because I nearly broke my hip the other day, so I'm not exactly having the best time myself, but it's all good. Hi Peg, how are you, darling? And how is it in Australia, sweetheart? Oh, guess who? You taking the fucking piss? I know I'm supposed to be your missus or something. I mean, that was just totally fucking outrageous. Of all people, I read that comment before, and I'm thinking, hang on, cheeky monkeys. What are people like? It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? What people say on YouTube. Are you happy because I'm or not? Oh, I aim to please. No, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. So I thought, why not? Might as well go live for a bit, even though I wasn't expecting it. Fucking hell. You right, Chad, darling? And how are you and Ollie doing? All right? It's been a fucking mad 1.5, but it's only going to get madder because now I've gone fucking live. Hi, Beowulf. Aw, you're a sweetie, aren't you? Oh, if I play my cards, cheeky fucker. How many people is it now that I'm supposed to be getting married to on YouTube? I fucking lost count. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, okay. There's quite a few of you guys live in Texas, actually, that I've spoken to. Going on about gun laws and stuff recently, and I'm like, whoa, okay, it's a serious one tonight then. But no, it's not going to be a serious one in here, guys, because I am not in the mood for serious and I'm not in the mood for drama, so definitely not. That would really tick me off, and you don't really want to be ticking me off, not right now, because we don't want another rant like the other day, do we, guys? Because mind you, even though that rant got over 10,000 fucking views, for goodness sake. Well, I looked at it and I thought, A up. So people like it when I kick off. It's just like, oh my God. I prefer being happy, but no, people like it when I fucking lose my shit, apparently. But hey, what can I do? I mean, I haven't lost it since, mind you, but it's all good though. What would be awesome, James? Sorry, I missed what you said, darling. Hi, Al. You all right, darling? And good videos from the other day. I saw your last two, I think it was. Liked them, very nice. Oh, thank you, guess who? Cheeky sod. And what, I'm supposed to behave myself between now and then, am I? Till you put a ring on it? Fucking hell, yeah, you wish. When have you ever known me to be like that? I've read a lot of comments, James. Which one in particular? Yeah, I am always in a good. I'm not. I wouldn't say always, but pretty much always in a good mood. Don't normally catch me in a bad one, to be fair. But what a name! God, you guys come up with some bad fucking names, don't you? I mean, I'm not saying that because fucking hell. Mind you, I've seen some worse ones than that, and I have to read them twice just to make sure I'm reading them right. And it's like, what the hell? I can't be too loud because my uncle's sleeping in the next room. So, hang on a sec. Hello, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm fine. No, I am not saying your handle name. I will call you Normus. How's fuck's sake? Some of these people's names are ridiculous, aren't they, Chad? I mean, bloody
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of them are ridiculous.
Hello, my brother. How are you, darling?
Hello, good evening.
And welcome.
Hello, Chad.
How are you doing, Cool Tools?
Not too bad. I just wondered, we got 14 in here. How many of them are prospective future husbands to Vix?
Fucking hell. Marshall. Oh, you're going to get shot, Marshall. I'm not going to say
Well,
the
I would say one right up. I would say one right off the bat is off the table because we already know he's got somebody. That would be Token.
Well, I don't know, actually. People keep on saying that I'm Tonkin's missus.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Is Tonkin in the
bloody
chat?
hell!
Well, hello
Tonkin
to
is
everyone in the chat.
Tonkin's
Hello to
Skyping at
everyone.
work.
Hello, James. How you doing? Beowulf. Al SoCal. God, I haven't heard from you for ages.
Yeah, I've been
Limerick's
watching
in
his
there.
bits.
Hello there, Limerick. He's one of them, I reckon. I got your T-shirt there, Limerick. It had a big old...
Don't take the Michael Cool Tools. Come on now.
I did genuinely get it. I'm wearing it right now.
No. I'm talking about the accent shaming. Come on.
All right. Well, I'm sure we've had a bit as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not so
Haven't
good
we
when the
were?
Irish try and do English
Let's
accents.
rate it, Rick.
Fucking hell. You're right, D. Johns.
Anyway, D. Johns, you picked the right place because you're not blocked here.
Nobody's blocked here, really, to be apart. Well, a few are for obvious reasons, but we won't go into those reasons because I'm going to a rant. No rants today. I'm in too much of a good mood. So, what has everybody been up to? Anything exciting? Or?
I was busy. I was busy on Saturday. I was out doing some filming.
Filming what exactly? Filming or filming for pleasure or getting yourself nicked filming?
A bit of column A and a bit of column B.
What's column A and column B?
The first two.
Oh my goodness! Tonkin can tell us about that.
No, I was actually a friend of mine. A friend of mine had actually asked me to film some stuff for their YouTube channel, so I said, "Yeah, sure, not a problem." And
what kind of YouTube channel is this? The one that gets you.
It's a reborn YouTube channel.
What do you mean reborn? Oi, come on then.
Reborns. Reborns are basically like a doll. They're a comfort support doll.
Okay.
They're called reborns because they look like actual real little kids. Like toddlers and down to infants.
Sounds very, very dodgy.
And now Tonkin's calling me. Should I take the call?
Yeah, why not?
You're gonna get one of those.
He hung up on me. He hung up on me.
He's already got one of those, Chad. Tonkin's a big prawn producer for the UK. Didn't you know that?
Normus, you can't ask questions like that. Oh my God.
What,
Wow,
what's she
did
asking?
your parents not like you? Oh my God.
That is a bit on the naughty side, I'd say.
Wow,
Just
that
a
is being
tad,
very
just a tad.
naughty. Do you want to go over my knee or what? Actually, you probably would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that in a chat like this.
I'd break your hip.
Oh, Chad's my bodyguard today, people. Oh dear.
No, I'm her ankle guard.
I do try and keep it nice in here.
The
Yeah,
ankle
like I
guard.
say, I do not like drama, so anything goes in here normally, but try not to get targeted because that will tick me off because that's against the channel rules, and I don't want to be
So
timing people out and blocking.
So cool tools. You're the other ankle guard, are you?
Yeah,
Because Leo's an ankle guard. So
yeah.
I've
I'm
only got 2 ankles, so
Yeah.
let's just call it.
and you got two.
I'm an
And you got
ankle
two.
guard right now.
You got 2 ankle guards. You got cool tools and Leo, and then you got the bodyguard.
Wait till I got an Oscar Pistorius setup. I'll be the fastest bodyguard in the West. How fast could he run that Pistorius? It was fast, wasn't it?
I haven't a clue. I haven't exactly measured it or anything, but
No, he was quick.
so what would you guys like to discuss today? And or what would I was to say? What's the crack?
I thought you were a bit smarter than that woman. Oh my
No.
goodness.
I thought I'd give the audience a bit of a chance to participate. It's always good with audience participation.
I can always say this. I can guess what James wants to talk about.
I could probably guess as well.
Well,
He'd want to talk about DJ.
James, do you know what a spinner is?
fucking hell! Not again. How many more times are you going to bring that one up?
It's the best way of describing DJ Vix. In the nicest, most underogatory term possible.
Hi, Dean. Is this like the actual Dean, or is this a piss take version? Because I can never fucking tell.
Oh, Dean in the chat. Come on, my man. I got a feeling he's called Dean Tonkin.
Hello. I like everybody.
Is he hanging up on you?
Tonkin is, yes.
Come on,
Why is he bloody calling me then?
Because you go through with something that's probably a bad idea.
Yes, of course I'm well. I'm very well, thank you. So why? I don't get all this now.
Normus? Dixie Normus, what a name!
Oh no, that's what I would say.
That is a hell of a name. I'm impressed.
Oh my God! Did you?
I thought I had a good name.
On the panel.
Dixie Normus. Come on, Dixie Normus, get yourself on the panel. I want to see what you got.
Oh my God!
James ain't ever come up on panel. He's too scared.
James, he always says about me coming on the panel. Come on, James. Come on up.
Got cool tools here. Where are you up?
That's working. Tonkin, stop making excuses. Working can't chat. He stands there and watches everyone else work.
True.
Barking out orders.
True.
That's why I never took a job off him.
Well, no, he actually borrows my whip and takes it to work.
Doesn't surprise me.
He whips the staff into shape. Oh, it's quite exceptional. His whip action, you know.
All right. Sounds very, very suspect.
James, in here, you it's with a little bit of advice. Don't take people too literal. Because if they're Brits, that means they're very sarcastic and dry. So you've got to sort of like take that as it comes. They don't literally mean it. They're just riding you a little bit, and that's all good. Wouldn't you say, Marshall, that Brits are like that a lot?
Oh,
A lot more than Americans.
Definitely.
I'll say as the Canadian, definitely you guys are much more
What,
sarcastic.
wankers?
I
You
wasn't
can
going to
say
call
it.
you. Okay, well, I'll say it. You guys are much more sarcastic wankers than Americans could ever dream of being.
Yeah.
And we're stuck somewhere in the middle.
Kind of. You've got the French tinge. What are French
Well,
like,
I am
really?
sarcastic and I am a wanker, so I've got no
yeah.
I've got no issues with that statement. It's true.
You know, like French Canadian, yeah? Because of the French language barrier.
That ain't. I'm going to say this because I've talked to people that are from France. That ain't French.
Yeah.
Tonkin, will you stop calling me?
It is French, but it's an old dialect of French that they speak in Quebec. And then when you get to the Maritimes, which is closer to you guys, we're on the East Coast. The French that they speak in New Brunswick and parts of Nova Scotia is what they call a Czech. It's part English, part French.
Right. So, like to sort of suss out what French people are, how much sarcasm they've got and how much sort of, like the sort of wittiness of their dialect. Because of the language barrier, it's hard to tell from my perspective.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, what would they come across as from your perspective? French people.
From my perspective, are you talking? Okay, now what type of French people are you talking?
Do you understand?
Well, okay,
understand French?
I'm gonna clarify this. You talking Canadian French people, or are you talking people?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
you can understand easy.
Maritime French people are pretty decent. When you get to Quebec,
what do you mean pretty decent?
Some of them can be assholes.
Well, can't we all?
Well, the thing is, the French like to try to keep the French language going in Canada.
Right.
And there's really only two provinces that speak it. The rest of us are pretty. I mean, yeah, we offer French services, but well, no, because we are a bilingual country. We're French and English, right? So, basically, we try to keep it, so there is French, but Quebec is solely French. Like, I mean, if you went to Quebec, you'd feel like you were in France. It's all French signs everywhere. There's English, but it's so small you can barely see it. And if you don't speak French, they don't want to give you service.
Wow.
So I mean, it's it varies from, and I mean, most other provinces, if you don't speak French, they don't care. But in Quebec, no, if you don't speak French, it's no, sorry, no service. So they can be pretty arrogant.
Do the females shave under the arms?
The French females in Quebec, I don't know. I've
only
I'll say it this way.
Goodness sake.
I'll say it this way. I was only there once. I was 16 years old, and I never want to go back.
Oh well.
Okay, they were rude. They were rude. They were rude. They were arrogant, and I actually had to call a friend of mine in from Toronto to help me out in the store because of the way they were treating two friends of mine in the store. I literally walked behind the counter. Grabbed the manager, threw him aside, and called the owner of the store.
Dixie, I don't think this is Scottish, Dean. No, could well be, but I don't think it is. No. So I know quite a few deans. It's going to be like, okay.
And the owner was quite appreciative that I did call in that incident. he was on his way. He was on his way anyway to the store at the exact moment I called him. So he was quite appreciative
Speaking
that I
out.
did. Well, basically, the employees were being real dicks to anybody, and his rule was if somebody comes into the store and they don't speak French, you speak English to them.
Fuck hell.
And they were refusing to speak English to us.
Wow.
Well, I don't mind if it's Scottish, Dino. I do not mind that at all because Dino and I always got on.
No, I
talk about his
grew.
little boy and that. It's all cool.
No, my mother. No, my mother was a teacher, and she did teach French, but I don't speak it, but I understand it quite well. So it comes in very, very handy. So
Well, it will do in a country like that, yeah.
oh yeah. Well, anywhere.
I
I
went
mean, I
on a
have to
school
question.
trip once.
I have to sometimes ask people to repeat themselves, but you know.
You're going to
I mean,
tell
I
me
know
off in a foreign language, Chad.
I could tell you. I could tell you off in Klingon.
No.
In
No.
Klingon.
Klingon.
That wasn't thinking.
I have watched a little bit of Star Trek, but that's a little bit like, whoa, you know.
Well, put it this way. I learned. I'll say it this way. I learned it one time as a joke, and for a live action roleplay game that I was involved in. And
Have you read this Star Trek? This is going to go a little bit like left field unless I bloody intervene here, but do I want to? Not particularly.
well, okay. I'll say it this way. We
Oh
were
dear.
we wanted a particular style of language for a character, and Klingon was actually the closest for the character in the live action roleplay that I was involved in. So
What kind of role plays are you involved in? A lot different to the ones I've been involved in. Come on then, let's go.
I don't answer questions.
It wasn't a question.
Oh, it was a fantasy style role play, and I was playing a
Yeah,
dragon.
there's lots
I
of
was playing a
fantasy
dragon.
involved.
Well, no, it was like a Dungeons and Dragons style fantasy.
Tom King's on the moon.
I don't know about a dungeon so much, but dragons could be fun.
Well, actually, my character was a half spawned dragon, so we had to come up with a particular language that sounded unique for the character. So somebody said jokingly, "Why don't you learn Klingon?" So I went out, bought a Klingon dictionary, and started learning Klingon instruction manual to teach you how to speak Klingon, and started learning to speak Klingon.
I'm just trying to think of like something we can involve, like the side chat in like a game or something that isn't too rude, but I could get a little bit out there. Something that won't get me banned off YouTube, but something along those lines. What do you reckon?
I do not know.
I don't know.
Well, I have to think about it, and then guys in side chat as well, because we'll turn this up a little bit, but in a funny way, not in like a backstabbing, I'm going to gut you way. I don't want any of that, but how's your little one doing anyway? Is he all right? Is he still getting bad seizures and that, or have they sort of like fizzled out a bit? Because I think the last time I spoke to you, you were saying they were getting a little bit better, but then some craziness sort of like started, and I haven't spoken to him a couple of months in it now. No, because I've got nothing. I don't have anything against you at all. Never have. This is the thing. It's other people getting involved in it. This is the thing with YouTube. Other people getting involved with other people's sort of like arguments and disagreements, and then it all goes off. And
they all pull you in, don't they? To like,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's silly, isn't it? It's like because you've had an argument with someone else, or not seen eye to eye.
Hi, Epic.
They then
you,
expect you to
Hey,
side
Epic.
with them and not go in other channels where you would normally go? Why should you? That's it, isn't it? Why should you?
Well, I've spoken to Dean since he was in Wellongs, and after that, and when he used to go in Jake's, used to speak to him. I've never had any issues with him at all, and I don't think I ever will, unless he literally came for me. But he hasn't. Got no reason to.
Hello, Dixie Enormous again.
Why don't you jump on, Dean, and say hi?
Epic, come on, Epic, get yourself on the panel.
Yeah, you can come up, Epic. I don't have an issue
for a while, and it was something was really good that was going on last
You
time.
want you want somebody to tell you more about Montreal French? Epic can tell you more about it than I can, because
Really?
he's actually in Ottawa, the capital of Canada. He can actually tell you more how rude they are.
Didn't he get arrested
That's what
right
I'd
one
say.
night? And he was on Upstates.
Yep.
He was on Upstates, and Upstate was watching videos. I was on Upstates, and I'm sure we were watching videos about him when he got arrested.
Yep,
And he was in the pokey, the cells, and we got him out, didn't we?
I believe so. Yes, he had been arrested for filming.
Oh, I'm sure that was autocorrect. Fucking hell.
What was
I
that?
know Epic's got a sense of humour, but
Epic is great.
well, some they put it Epic Cock Watcher instead of Cock Watcher. I mean,
Why don't mind
Laura.
changing like that?
Well, when we were in the chat the other day, what was your autocorrect doing? I mean, that was funny as fuck when it, Marshall, for goodness sake.
It was pissing me off.
Dixie actually says the autocorrect, she meant cop. And James, she was not calling you a cop. She was saying hi to Epic Cop Watch.
So Epic,
this is the thing. Don't take people
wouldn't you
so
mind coming
literal
on the
in
panel
here.
and just explaining what happened that day, if you can remember it?
Tonkin, you want to be mad at me? Come on, give it a shot.
Some donations in, and we all did a little bit, and I didn't see anything about it after. So it'd be nice for me to understand, and it'd be a good little subject to have a little chat about.
This wouldn't be one of my bloody chats unless it wasn't fucking talking about cocks all the bloody time. Fuck's sake. Oh dear.
No, I just thought it'd be a little bit of a quick subject. We could just fly over and have a few words.
Fly over. No, it's not that. It's what Dixie's put in the bloody chat.
Oh, I can see, yeah.
Yeah, but she was, well, Dixie was initially, Dixie and James are going at it about cock, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, carry on. Right.
Why is Tonkin mad at you? Because you've probably gone live and he's not having time off? No, something like that? I don't know.
Well, I want to know. He says, can I be mad at you? Well, can you or not? Let's play.
It was my idea, Tonkin.
It was, because I was in hippies, and then actually it was D. Jones's idea first. It was Mama D's idea first, and then
it was. I must admit.
Well, actually,
and then a few other people jumped on it.
I just made it happen.
Yeah. There were a few people that said it all around the same time on panel as well. So, but everybody was talking over everybody on panel, so nobody really heard who was going and who wanted to go, who didn't want to go.
I think I made
somebody that was on panel, Living Skies. She did try to go live, but she was having issues with StreamYard, so she couldn't bring anybody up on panel.
Instead, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever.
From over there can come over here. I've got no issues with anyone over there.
Oh no! She shut the panel down. So. Because you were just coming on live when she shut the panel down, like literally. So
don't go and blame others. Sorry, Tonkin, you've lost me now, darling.
I'm not.
Can you be a little bit more specific? Because I haven't blamed anybody. Have I blamed anyone today? I don't think I have.
Blame me.
No, I don't think I've had a
No,
go.
you have.
Or
No, you
anyone,
haven't.
or
But you
blamed
haven't.
anyone, or
You haven't blamed anyone that I've heard.
no, me either.
Oh dear. They're on about who can handle the girth. Jesus.
No comment. No fucking comment there. With what I've had thrown at me the past
Listen,
week, no
I know how big
fucking
a-
comment.
I know how
Absolutely
big a
not.
man's girth can get.
Oh Jesus!
Trust me.
I bet you do.
I did an operation once,
Okay, anyone's welcome up here, Dean.
and we'd been in the
The
sea.
link's pinned.
I got an infection, Chad,
Oh dear.
from the sea. They said it was from seawater.
I
and
thought you
I'm-
meant from the clap. Sorry,
For God's sake, Vix,
you did say
you
from
get
the
flipping
sea.
blocked for that. I'll block you on your own channel. The clap, for fuck's sake. Do you know what that does for my reputation? Anyway, hello, Dino. I hope you're going to bring some sense to this.
Mate, how you doing?
Sense.
How we doing?
Not bad,
that's
mate.
fine,
Good.
Dean. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad your son's okay, because
Aye, Barry, aye. Staying away.
You know what
Not
they say?
good.
I think the last one I had was, oh fuck, what month was that? It must have been a few months ago now. But oh man, I look better now than what the last time I spoke to you. Remember, I mean, the last time I spoke to you, he was pretty bad.
No. The last time I spoke to you, he was getting a bit better. You said with it, but
He was,
a little
aye,
bit before
but
that
now
he
he's
got
like
bad.
he's totally like a lot better now. So
Oh, that's
you know,
brilliant.
hopefully he's growing out. I've been told he can grow out it, but
Yeah, kids can. You're right.
you know what
They
I mean?
can.
But obviously there's always that chat. He's still on the medication and that, but
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Though
so just need to
the
wait and see.
medication works.
It's
then it's a
working.
good
Well, it seems to be anyway, but you know,
Yeah, but
it's still
you
in the it's still in the back of my mind. You see when he's in
Of
his bed
course
and
it would
every
be.
noise you hear, every wee bang or
That's
something,
cool.
man,
Being
you're
a parent, though,
fucking-
darling, isn't it? You know.
you pure panic, don't you? But he's doing good, man. He's all good.
I'm looking for a Scottish chap, plays Xbox and talks pure haggis.
Hello, that'll be me then.
I thought you had a
Service
missus
crew.
anyway.
We've got
Sorry,
the Lynch
what-
boys in.
Sorry, what did you say?
How is
Sorry, I
how
missed
is
that.
your missus anyway? Is she all right?
Oh, she's still moaning. Fucking that. You know she's all right when she's still moaning. DJ Vix, you know. She's still
You just
fucking
call me
shouting at me.
Vix,
She's
it's
still having a
fine.
go. But
One or the other's fine.
what about yourself, Vix? How are you getting on? All right? Is this mic?
Yeah.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. Sorry for
Yeah,
swearing.
I'm
Vix.
doing good.
This microphone's a
Having my treatment,
wrestling, mate.
which is going well.
You doing well, aye?
Well, apparently,
stuff.
told me I've got 3 forms of PTSD. That's not so good, but at least I know now.
Oh, really? You've been PT? I'm trying to think what that. Oh, right, aye.
Disorder.
Disorder.
Aye, I was trying. I'm sorry. I was trying to count it up in my head.
Well, the last time I spoke to you, I
Oh.
was waiting for it, weren't I? And now I'm actually having it now, and
Aye.
it's like 5 months of treatment, so it's quite intense,
God.
and they think I'm going to need more than that. So it's
Oh.
all good. I'm
long as
really
you're all
happy,
right.
actually. Of course.
Yeah, man, stay
Why
happy.
wouldn't I be? I mean, normally I'm pretty happy anyway.
Exactly, it's YouTube. You've got to be happy.
Fucking hell.
You know what I mean? What about
I've had a
yourself,
couple
Chad,
of
big man?
rants
How we
here
doing?
and
How we
there,
diddling,
but-
mate? All right, you as well. Other guy, Cool Tools. What's
Cool
happening, mate?
tools, yeah.
Guy.
How
Mark
you
Cool.
doing, mate?
Not
Is that
bad,
your
mate.
dog on the
Not
camera?
bad.
No,
I
your
think you've
dog.
spoken to Marshall before, haven't
Fucking
you?
Hingway's dog. Sorry for swearing. The
You
dog up
can
there.
swear
at
as
the
much as you
corner.
like, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Is that
hi,
your dog?
Slow.
Who, me in the corner?
Oh,
No, no, you're a cat. The dog next to you. Can the dog? I don't know. Can you see the dog next
Yeah,
to
you
you?
can see
The
it.
dog in the corner?
Is that your dog? You got a dog and a cat?
that was my dog.
Oh no, DJ, that's your dog, eh?
She's in on the Rainbow Bridge now. So
Oh God, sorry, you hear that?
no. The reason
no,
I
sorry.
have her up there is
Shame.
because she passed
Hello,
away.
slow burner. How you doing?
Yeah, and
So,
hello,
I will swap
service
it.
crew. Is that Leeds?
Apparently Duncan
Leeds.
sent him.
Sorry to hear that. That's a shame.
That's all right.
Nice, lovely dog.
She was, and
Yeah.
also I've got Leo now, and it's all good. But
How old's Leo?
5 now,
Oh, really?
5.5.
Oh, wow.
So he's not that old, but no, it's all good.
Good.
It's been a bit of a cheeky git because
Is it?
no, I went out the other morning and I had a couple of blackouts and I smacked my hip quite hard and I bruised the bone and that, and they've said to like rest for a little while, not to go
Sorry.
out.
Aye.
So because I can't like take him out for a few days, he's been a little bit cheeky. As dogs
okay.
do, but no, it's all good
Aye.
though.
Dogs are dogs, eh?
But because I fell on my bad hip, they just want you to take it easy a little bit, but it's all good.
Aye. Well, as long as you're keeping all right, man. Oh, did
So,
I tell you I've got a cat now? I've got a wee cat, eh? I've got a wee kitten. Oh, what a pain
That's
in
my
the-
cat. That's my cat.
Oh, you've got a cat. Oh, is that your cat there, aye?
That's my cat. Yeah.
Oh, smashing, mate. Lovely. What's its
Did you
name?
say you've got a kitten?
I've got a wee kitten now, aye. Fucking
My cat's name
pain
is
in the arse.
Oliver.
Oliver. Oh, hello, Oliver.
Oh, Dixie,
doing?
behave yourself. For goodness sake, I'm sure you can deal with
He turned 10
James.
on the 31st of
You're
October.
from the UK, you'll be able to deal with
Wow.
anything, I'm sure.
Mate, my old cat, I had another cat, man. It lived till it was 24. He was an indoor cat, man, but yeah,
It was a
24's good
Highlands
age for a
cat.
cat, like, eh?
I'm quite versed on the old kitten thing lately.
Aye.
Well, you've always
Yep.
been a pussy master.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez. Jesus, don't hold back any, eh? Just tell it
Well,
like
When
it is.
have you ever,
That's
when
quite
have you
true.
ever
What
stopped
kind of
me from
channel
holding
is this,
back?
man?
Fuck's
I
sake.
English
I've had-
people were supposed to
I've
be
had more than
polite
my
and
fair
mannered.
share.
And...
Well, I'm not being rude, am I? Am I calling you an
Again,
arsehole or twat?
Again, I've had more than my
Cunt or
fair
no?
share when it
A
comes to
wrong'un?
the females. But anyway,
Cunt is a term of endearment in Scotland.
it is.
No, I didn't say you ever, if you were a good cunt or a bad cunt.
That's
did
it,
I?
exactly. Yeah.
You're
I've got
the
quite-
worst cunt of them all, Dino. The worst of the
it
worst.
might-
I think you're getting me
might-
mixed up with Jerry.
Dean, it might be the Canadian influence on her.
I
Oh,
beg your pardon.
are you for
I-
Canada,
I'm-
big man, aye?
I'm from Canada, yes.
No bad, mate.
Yeah.
That's a long way away.
E-
I can hear
East
you all right
Coast-
as well, man.
East Coast of Canada, to be exact. So close to you guys, but not that, we got an ocean between
Aye.
us.
Mate, I was talking to my
Close
mate
to
on
us,
this, man. He's from
guys.
Scotland, and honestly, I can hear you a lot better than what I heard him, man. It's fucking mental. That's crazy. So, what part of Canada are you in, mate? Whereabouts?
I'm on the East Coast of Canada.
Maple
I
syrup
have no
part.
idea what the fuck that means, mate. Vancouver
I'm in
or something?
Nova Scotia.
No what?
Nova
Nova
Scotia.
Scotia.
What?
That's
is that
part
a
Back end
place?
part.
That's
I'm
that's the
kidding.
part of Canada that I'm in. is
Oh,
Nova
right.
Scotia.
Sorry, mate. I thought you were saying no something else. Aye. No,
New Scotland, lad. New Scotland, lad.
I can't say it, mate.
Think
Can
New
you do
Scotland.
that?
It's basically translates to New Scotland.
New Scotland. Oh, well, okay. That's no bad,
James,
mate.
I don't think Dixie's scared of you at all. I think they're having a bubble
And that's
with
for
you.
me.
Ah, cool tools. Of course, mate. Where are you from, mate? Sorry.
I had
believe I
5
left you out there.
kittens till the other day. Now I've got 4 kittens and 2 cats.
Oh,
Another
lovely.
kitten goes tomorrow morning. So anyway, I am Scottish.
You're Scottish?
What's left
Part
of
of
me?
Scotland are you, Faye?
Yeah.
Tell me what's left of you.
So I was at a place called Ecclefechan.
What?
Ecclefechan.
Dixie, for goodness, you
You've
can't
never heard
say
of it?
that either.
Ecclefechan?
I've never heard
He's
the
got
echo.
all sorts.
No,
No.
Ecclefechan's near
God.
Eastriggs,
All
Yeah,
right, okay.
Dumfries, yeah?
All right, okay, mate. Cool. Oh no,
I
I'm
was in
nowhere
my
near there.
mother's tummy. I was in my mum's tummy, and we were living at Gretna,
Oh, okay.
and my mum starts having me.
Oh my God, this fucking sidetrack's
The
getting
ambulance
real
took
weird.
ages to come. Long story short, boom, I'm halfway out going across the Iron Bridge. Yeah,
Okay.
in the ambulance, I'm halfway out. So that half of me Scottish.
So that part of you Scottish.
Goes to
Okay.
Carlisle, they let my legs out. So
I
my
love
legs
it, mate.
come out, boom, being born.
Your arse is Scottish, mate. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, my first half
Oh my.
Scottish, yeah. The rest of it doesn't matter because it's gone.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
So where is it you're now?
Yeah. Sorry?
Where are you now? I take it you're in England somewhere
I
or
mean,
something.
yeah, I'm just in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Between
Oh,
Leeds
nice,
and
mate.
Bradford. Yeah.
I like your tea. Oh, here, big man. No American. Sorry, mate. That's is that insulting calling you American when you're that is
It is a bit
No,
really.
sorry, mate.
not
Canadian
really.
cunt.
Not
Hate
really.
you
Some
know,
guy,
people,
sorry.
some
American.
people,
Oh, fuck, man.
Classic
some
American.
people, some people would take offense to it. I class myself
Oh,
as
good stuff,
I'm
mate.
from the country of North America, so it's
North
all
America.
good, brother.
That's it, mate. What's the weather like there, mate? In fact, what time is it there, man? It must be fucking.
What's this? Are you in wet
I'm
wankle
looking
tools?
at my clock.
Sorry?
It's just after midnight here where I'm
Is
at,
it aye?
Wet wang.
and
Exactly.
What's
the
wet
weather the weather is we have 4 seasons. We get
Come
snow
on,
in the winter,
service crew. Reiterate
but
what's that all about?
pretty
The
pretty
snow's
I'd
much
like
bad
to
there,
see
eh?
on the panel,
pretty
service
much
crew.
pretty much our temperatures are probably pretty close to yours, except for when we get to the winter months. Our winter months get
Aye.
really, really cold.
You get bad snow there, don't you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen it on the telly and that, man.
It's a legit place. I have heard the same, but I can't think of where that is.
my
East Coast.
my
Oh, is
grandmother
it near,
my grandmother grew up in Cape Breton, which is the
Bridlington?
Highlands of Nova Scotia,
Perhaps.
and it's where the Scottish
I
mostly
don't
settled.
actually know it, to be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
And
I have
she
heard
was a
the
pure
term.
Scot.
Oh, cool, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good, man.
So
I'll
so
tell
I
you
got
where
some
else.
so I got some
Gretna
Gretna
Scottish
High
in me.
Street, great fish and
Good
chips.
stuff, mate.
If you ever go
why have
by.
you been avoiding my panels then? Come on then.
I
What
also
have I
got
done
some.
now?
I also got some English,
Oh,
some
unlucky, mate.
some German,
Only
yeah,
joking,
because
man.
I'm Scottish as well, ain't we, Dean?
a little bit of Irish thrown in, a little bit of
Oh.
French thrown in, and a little bit of indigenous thrown in. So
Oh, there you go, mate. God damn it.
Oh,
I've
Indigenous,
only been
I'm
on
a
it,
I'm a
that
mutt.
mean-
I'm a
to be
mutt.
honest.
Does that mean Indian?
Yes.
Well, our other friend Dean would call you an inbred something, but luckily he's not
I'm
on
a
this
mutt.
panel.
I'm a
Oh,
Heinz.
for God's
I'm a
sake.
Heinz
Fucking
Don't be
57.
hell.
saying that, Vix. That's flipping talking like
How
he
many
would.
Deans is there?
I didn't actually say
Hey,
the
Hey,
words,
Dean.
did I?
Listen, you're the man of the moment,
I'm the
mate.
only Dean in the village. All these Deans.
Yeah, at the
No.
moment,
When you jumped on panel, I wasn't sure
we
whether it
thought
was
you might
you
be
or whether
another
it was
Dean.
Oh,
the
do you think it was
Irish
somebody
Dean.
else? Oh, God.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
where
oh
I've been.
God.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, DJ.
No,
No, you
actually,
didn't
you have.
disappoint me, for goodness sake.
He declared
I
he's
like
gonna die in
talking
love
to you.
for
You're a
Vix,
nice guy.
you know.
It's been too long, like, it's been too long.
Sorry, Marshall, I
Yeah.
didn't hear a word of that. You sounded
Yeah,
muffled.
Sorry, big man. I'm dying on a pish. Give me. I'll
Yeah.
be back in a minute, DJ Vix.
All right.
Sorry, troops.
That's
It's
all right.
fucking
You
long in
can
here.
So
drain the lizard as much as
He
you want.
did.
You don't have to ask.
the other Dean declared
So he's
he's
just gone to relieve himself.
okay, I'll
Be
wait.
back in a minute. For goodness sake.
Knows what to expect if he ever gets stopped thinking it's the other Dean.
No, it's not. It's not anything to do with Era, as in the guy you know, Era. I meant Ireland, as in the actual country of. Oh, for goodness sake! Marshall knows what I mean.
Yeah, Eir is another saying for Ireland. EIR.
Yeah, but Era is also a YouTuber, which these guys know
Yeah.
as well. So I'm just
Yeah.
making sure that there's no misunderstandings here, because it's so easy to offend people on here. It's just like you say the wrong word, and it's like,
When you say
wow,
context
you
is
know.
here, tell them
I'm
about
just-
the quickly bit, because no one else needs to hear that. Tell them about the lamp.
You got to remember though too. I mean, people certain words are different in other countries too.
Yeah,
That's right.
well,
From everything, really.
well, it's especially this is a thing. In this, if there's a lot of Brits in here, and say you're American or something, and you think that we're actually insulting you, just sort of like ask what we mean, because then we sort of like explain it, so that then you don't think that you're being targeted with you when you're not, and vice versa, because there is a little bit of overlap in lingos, and people get confused, and then it turns into a big thing when it doesn't have to be, you know.
Often, so many
Oh,
times
he's
we've
fighting
seen it, haven't we? Come on, let's be honest. So
Oh
many
right,
times.
I didn't
yeah.
know that Scottish Dean looks like Era. I did not know
Oh,
that.
where you go? What? Who said that?
Service crew said that. I don't know
No.
anything about that at all. And
How
would it
dare
matter?
you
Not
make
to
such
me.
allegations? No. Definitely not.
All I can tell is that you're a nice person, you're a good
Thank you.
father and a husband.
Thank
So
you.
what's wrong with that?
Thank you. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Exactly. Who
You,
said
you,
that?
you,
I'll
you,
leave-
you're like a back end of a bus, but you're still those good three things, and that's what's important in life. That you're a nice person and you treat people with respect and decency. That's all this is all
Treat
about.
people the way you want to be treated yourself, eh? You know?
Exactly. You could be like, a 10 in the looks department, but you could be a right. See you next Tuesday. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And I didn't actually say the word. I spelled out the word. It's just
Oh,
a little bit
I'm
better.
neither of those, so.
What did I say? You were a C? Actually, I didn't.
Well,
I
I'm a
don't
good
know
one
what-
of them. I'm a good.
No,
I'm
I
a
said
good one.
you.
I'm a good
I
one.
said you're the worst of the worst, didn't I? Actually, but I was
I know.
obviously joking
That's
around.
horrible. That's very.
Oh,
That was when I first came in as well,
now
DJ. You
service
know what I
crew's
mean?
saying this Dino is handsome as Brad Pitt.
Oh well, I mean,
Well, is that
thanks.
Brad Pitt now or Brad Pitt in his heyday?
I think he meant to say bad shit. I think he's just made one of the typo errors or something, man.
Who's having a typo now? Which one?
Yeah,
They've
I
all
don't
had
know. I
typos
can't
as
see the
number
chat room when I'm on
description.
this, man. So
Yeah, Marshall was sort of like explaining about
Right, okay,
the
just
other
hang on a sec.
Dean.
Right, the other Dean,
the other
he
Dean.
declared his undying love for Vix the other night.
Oh, how
And
sweet.
it was quite sweet when you actually
Aye.
know the character, because he's quite rough around the edges at times, but he's a nice guy and he means well, and he declared his undying love that he's had a thing for Vix for quite a while, which I thought was quite
Oh,
nice.
nice.
And yeah,
Is that
apparently-
deanology you're talking about?
No, it's he's
Oh,
sometimes called Celtic.
I
Celtic
only
warrior.
ken deanology. That's the only other Dean I know. The Dean, is it
Yeah.
deanology?
No, he's a nice
Aye,
guy.
that's
We
him,
weren't
aye.
sure whether he had another name when you first come in.
Oh, the other Dean
Oh,
Dino
right,
We hadn't
looks
seen
like
you.
Era. Right, I get you. Sorry, my bad. I thought.
We hadn't
Sorry.
seen you for a long time, so Vix didn't immediately think it was you. You know?
Okay, I get you. So she thought I was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
other Dean. Okay, all
She
right.
didn't know whether he came in on
Yeah.
another sort of name, which it still is, but
Sorry to disappoint you, DJ.
No,
I
no,
really
no,
am.
not at all.
Didn't.
Nice to hear from you, because you're a lucky guy, mate. A child at that age is so much.
Yeah, man.
It's lovely, isn't it? At 5 years
defo,
old.
man, defo.
God, I've got pictures of my son now, which are, like at that age, they're so much fun, aren't they? They realise in the
Yeah,
world,
man.
and I know if they've got a few health issues, it's concerning. But do you know what? They take it on the chin, don't they?
Oh, mate, he's brand new, mate. Honestly, he's.
Take
I
it on
don't
the
know. I
chin,
don't know how
don't
he
they?
does it,
Really?
man. You know.
So it's nice to hear it's all going well for you, because
Aye, mate, it's all gone good.
they were
For now.
great times with my son. My son's
Aye.
turned out brilliant. I've got him to avoid all the hassle. Get him into a sport, mate, if you can.
Oh,
Whatever-
mate, he
whatever
goes to
sport.
wrestling school and all that. He's mad on
don't
wrestling,
say
mate.
that.
So
Right, okay.
he's big on the
So,
wrestling, mate. So.
My son, Vix,
Yeah.
go on then. So I'm not making a pork yet, because some people do when
Oh, is
someone
your
else.
son into the wrestling as well or something, aye?
Yeah, he's British
Yeah.
champion.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, he's. Oh, really?
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
2018. Have a look on British Wrestling website.
What's his name?
Sol Simmons.
What's his name? Sorry?
2018.
It's called
Si-
Soul.
Sol Simmons.
Saul
Doxing
Simmons.
myself a bit, yeah.
Oh,
On the
sorry, mate. No, no.
Lay down, Leo.
Nice, man. That's
British
good.
Wrestling 2018, 65 kilo, is the year he beat the Russian.
Nice,
Because he
man.
had a guy against him who was British, born, but he's from Russian descent. And you know what
Aye.
them Russians are like when it comes to wrestling? Ukrainians, Russians, all that. There's a
Aye.
lot of them with that heritage, but they're born in the UK, so they
Aye.
still wrestle in the UK, and it's amateur wrestling at that point.
Oh, does
But-
he do the actual wrestling? Oh, my son, he does all the fake shite, mate. All that fucking
All right, it's
The-
okay, it's
the
fine.
top
professional
turnbuckle,
wrestling.
fucking diving off
The
tables
sports,
and all that.
the sports
it's-
entertainment wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. Do you
No,
know
that's
what it
good,
is?
man. That's good for your son.
There's a good
That's brilliant.
crossover. I'm just proud that he's avoided all the shit. He's
Yeah,
done a
aye,
few
aye, that's it,
unlicensed boxing events as well, my son. He gets offered to do lots of different things. He actually went to without going on about him too much, he got invited to a British Olympic training weekend, and that
Aye.
was up in Lake District. That was a few weeks ago, and he went to that, and he's been invited to the next one. Now, whether that leads to anything, I have no idea, but they are looking for good fit lads, you know, all the rest of it. But
Mhm.
it wouldn't be a bad thing to get, because they're going to spend a lot of money on wrestling, the UK is,
Oh, defo, mate, defo.
sports-wise, because it's been neglected in the UK, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Quite a while. It's not been a popular thing, but they're going to spend a lot of money on it, we've been told, in the future. Now, it wouldn't be a bad thing at the lower levels to get your son involved in it, because any type of sport that they take to and they've
Mhm.
got an interest in, it's going to
Keeps them
work
away from
better.
other things, doesn't it?
Exactly, and that's what my
And
son's
it'll
have.
go. And it'll also give if he does want to pursue a career in the sports entertainment wrestling, it'll give him a good base in wrestling because they're going to teach him. He's going to learn that anyway if he goes to a wrestling school.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if
That's
you
it.
get him
Aye,
started
exactly, mate.
in the basic wrestling now,
In the juniors, yeah,
in
it's
the
well worth
juniors,
doing.
he's got the fun. He'll have the fundamentals if he wants to pursue the sports entertainment angle.
There's MMA and all
Yeah,
sorts
man.
you can go from it, whether
Yeah.
you
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of want that, but you
Oh
know what I
God,
mean?
no.
It's a start. It's a start. Well, my son's had offers from in
Ah, really?
2018.
Aye.
Yeah, he had offers from Bellator.
Oh
As
wow.
a,
No.
yeah, it's a junior contract. But the thing is, that ain't really what he wants to do. He was doing his exams at the time, which he aced as well. You know, like at college. But you know, COVID happened and everything went on the back burner, and he went up in quite a bit of weight in a way.
Mhm.
He'd have to be probably 70, 75 kilos now, I'd say. You know, even though
Yeah.
if you trim down, you know, or 70, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's going to be in a higher class. It's harder to get a result from. Because it's really,
Mhm.
really, really
James, he's joking. For goodness
Right.
sake.
tough
Are
going
you only
anyway.
joking?
So,
Who's joking?
She's talking about the chat.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think she was talking about.
no.
He's telling me this
Behave
big story, and you said he's
yourselves.
joking. I thought you were
She's
talking about him.
she's used to be in the chat, monitor the chat to see who's in there.
You guys say fucking hell.
no,
I'm
I'm
monitoring
absolutely
the chat
serious.
here. Make sure.
But anyway,
No,
no,
of course not.
I just thought I'd mention that. It was something
No,
worth.
that's cool, man. That's really good.
Because as a junior, they'll be somewhere around your end. You can get them started at around sort of that age,
Oh, mate,
maybe
there's stuff like everywhere
maybe
now.
6
Like,
or 7.
yeah,
Because
You
they've
just
got
got to
that
be
interest
careful though, because of the
already.
epilepsy part. That's all.
exactly. That's the thing.
But a
Exactly.
lot of places have safety. In fact, where epilepsy is concerned, it's a lot better than say boxing or karate
Well,
or
of course, but
taekwondo.
Oh,
the
aye,
actual
know,
boxing would be the
coaches
worst.
though
No
are more
hitting.
cautious because they don't want
You might get the odd
lawsuits.
bump. But British wrestling, as a sort of like,
Oh, we'd be lost, Marshall.
How rude. In the middle of a conversation, and he disappears.
Well, he never did lack stamina. Yeah. But today he's just like lacking in all areas. Fucking typical, isn't it? This was his idea as well. It's just like fucking typical.
Well,
A few months ago,
the sports entertainment industry is it can be quite entertaining. I've worked a little bit
it's
in
a bit cutthroat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I watch it with him sometimes. He's mad on it, mate. So
yeah,
That's good.
well, it can be very it can be very good. It's a very, very cutthroat industry. You got to be good to get into it, and I did. I used actually a friend of mine. Actually, she's
Sorry about that.
she's
Well, yourself, mate.
presently at she's presently at NXT. And I used to manage her when she was amateur in sports
seriously,
entertainment.
man,
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her.
You will be, mate. Definitely. You have to be good to make it there, mate.
Called Cool Tools was supposed to. He calls me up saying, "Oh, Vix, do you want to do a joint live?" I was like, "Not really," but he talked me into it. And then when it comes to going on live, he had trouble with the cops and he couldn't go on all bloody night, so I had to bloody do it all on my own.
Trouble with the cops?
Well, it wasn't me.
The rehab place.
It's never you.
No,
that's always the excuse. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't actually. It was an old chap. I'm in a place because I've had some surgery, and I'm in a place that helps you get the physio and things like that. And there was a chap in here who was causing a lot of issues, and the police got called. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, so that it was all going on when this bloody live was on, wasn't it, Vix?
Yes,
so I couldn't participate like I wanted to.
But it would the cops wanted you to press charges, and
and
then
all
you
this
wouldn't,
shit.
and then he wanted to press charges against you.
With the guy, he had a lamp above me saying he was going to smash it on me and all that.
Oh Jesus!
And I could have battered him to death if I wanted to. Yeah. That picture on
lamp
there,
batterings. I mean, have you heard anything like it? Lamp batterings. I mean, for goodness sake.
The picture there on the guy at the front, yeah. Okay. I used to protect people, not, you know what I mean, if you like.
Was that you in the front, mate? Aye?
Yeah, I'm the guy at the front.
You look cool as a cat, mate. You look cool
not
as
bad,
anything.
Is it? Yeah, that.
You've got a big weapon.
So anyway, yeah. So that was it. And
he knows how to hold his weapon.
Oh, freaking hell, Vic.
Well, look at where the guy's other weapon is. The guy behind him.
Yeah.
Looks a wee bit dodgy, doesn't it?
He's actually my senior, the guy behind me.
He's fondling his weapon.
I was going to say that, man.
I take the machine gun fire.
He likes holding his weapon.
That's it.
Well, yeah, they all like holding their weapons in that picture, and they're all smiling about it too.
Who's the guy? Who's the creepy guy in the back?
After that. Yeah, because there was all news people there, Vix.
Oh, so you were getting excited because you were going to shoot them all.
No, there was
obviously.
We were protecting the. We were in what's known as grade 1. We're in grade 1 protection, which is the highest sort of people. That was an American senator that we were looking after that day.
Oh dear!
And we've been picked. Our team had been picked. Yeah.
Well, so you went all the way to America to protect them?
No.
No.
We were in Iraq.
Desert Storm.
We were in Iraq.
You were in Iraq. Oh,
yeah.
right.
I
get you.
2005, that was.
2005.
And the guy behind us, he's ex-British SAS.
Aye.
And he owned the whole company. Yeah.
The guy with the gun?
The guy behind me, yeah.
With the guy in the suit.
I was going to say, who's the creepy guy in the suit?
No. The guy behind me there.
All right, okay.
Okay, the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy that owns the whole company, the security company. He didn't normally come on many jobs, but he came on that job because it was an American senator. Yeah.
Aye.
And the American senator, I can't think of his name, but he was like really high up in US government, and he was coming to see what private security contracting teams did, and we had to take him to show him different bases and take him to see where the SEALs were, where certain parts of Delta were, certain places where they were training Afghan special forces, different training groups that things like that. They're called tiger groups, yeah. And we were taking him round them that day. I only ever worked with him on that day because the day after I was going home. And when we were going home the day after, we got our worst attack. And it was out on the way to the airport. We got our worst attack. Fucking horrendous, yeah.
What happened?
9 weeks before that, we'd had a few odd bullets here and there, couple of car bumps, nothing, not an IED. We heard a lot about it, but really we didn't get much. It was like just a few odd bullets here and there, and we're going fast. We'd block up a few roads, we'd have a few rows, might have to point a gun at someone or, hold a sign up saying, stay put or you're getting bloody rammed, like that.
Yeah.
And
oh my God.
yeah, I
You've been
rammed a
watching
few.
this attack, now you talk about ramming. Oh
Well,
my
you know what I
God.
did? That I came through the Royal Corps of Transport. I was basically a driver, but what it was is we'd have a driver assigned to us. The drivers had a driver assigned to us. And my driver got shot on that day. He's an Iraqi driver. We're going to the airport. We get attacked. The roads are like 2 meters out of the desert, sort of like raised. So if you can imagine, the road comes up out of the desert, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So it's raised a bit. So the fire was coming from our right. The fire starts hitting us and quite intense because we're one of the latter vehicles and proper hitting us bad. So my driver, a bullet came into our cabin and whizzes around, nicks my driver, hits me in the elbow. We goes off the other side of the road, down into the desert to get out of the fire. And I get smashed in my head with a bloody butt of a rifle. Yeah.
Woof.
And then sideways on, I kind of headbutted the windscreen and sort of like did me shoulder in as well as we went down into the desert. Anyway, I tried grabbing the steering wheel because I thought we were going to roll.
Service crew, for goodness sake.
Anyway, so
it's not Iron Man. Fucking
so anyway,
Iron Man.
So anyway, we managed to get good, and all I see is the door opening, like because my eyes had gone towards where the fire was coming. All I saw was where the door had just swung open. This is my driver's door, and I didn't even see him at that point. But what it was is he'd been nicked on his neck, on his bloody jugular by a bit, not a whole bullet, by a bit of shrapnel from inside the cab. And he blinded me in one eye. That's why I didn't see him. The blood, his
obviously
blood.
Not blinded permanently.
No, it's blood. It's like blinding me in one eye. So I'm not looking directly at him. I'm looking at like the bit of the glass. And I saw his sort of line of his door coming open, the last bit of it. And it always seemed weird to me. But what it was is my other eye had been blinded, my nearest side to him, by his blood. And anyway, so we managed to get all sorted. He was okay. And he would put some pressure on it and he was all right. I let a few rounds off, but where my position was, I couldn't really do much hero bloody shooting or all this business because there was another vehicle that had come sort of in front of us as well. They all debussed, got behind, that sort of side of the road, and it was basically, if I'd be honest, it was more of a after sort of effects, sort of like trying to sort everyone out. I popped a few smokes, further up, they're about 150 yards from us, the guys at the front, and the ones behind, well, fucking hell, they just drove straight up the desert, pulls up behind us, they popped a smoke, and we were just trying to deal with everyone, and 2 guys died.
Fucking hell.
That's bad.
Yeah, 2 guys died. The vehicle,
Yeah.
not the vehicle behind us, the vehicle before. But what it is, on the other side of the desert, they have proper GPMGs, which are, you know, belt-fed machine guns, and they had them 100 yards apart, and you can't see them because what they do is they had a blanket over them with a bit of bloody desert material, yeah, and all they'd be poking out was the end of the weapon, and them while they're firing. So to fire back and hit them, you know, they're like 500 yards into the desert. So, you know, like you might be able to hit them, but you needed some good optics. You eventually saw where it was coming from, but by that time they've done their damage, and a couple of cars pull up and they all jump in it and drive off into the desert. So that's how they used to do their attacks. So I didn't get any shots to hit anyone or anything. It wasn't possible. But yeah, it was about a first aid thing, and I thought I'd save my driver who'd been with us for 9 weeks. And because it was 9 weeks on, 3 weeks off, and I thought I'd save my driver, and he went off. I'd met his family and everything, and oh god, I'm going to break down now. So anyway, I gets on a plane, gets back to the UK, and a day passed, and I couldn't get him out of my brain. And then I got a phone call and said that he'd died.
Oh no, mate. Sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, he was a Iraqi guy. Yeah, he was lovely. You know, like he took an enormous risk doing what he was doing, you know, and yeah, he died. If I went back, I'd go and look for his family, you know, you know, like I sent his wife something, you know, I put a monkey in a it's a money transfer thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all put
Yeah,
money
I'm sure
into
the chat
it.
didn't actually think you meant an actual monkey, for goodness sake. Mind you,
Yeah.
who knows in this chat?
That's what
we all put a monkey
Wrap
into
up,
it.
you know.
She got nigh on £10,000, you know, from all the guys, because he was well thought of. He actually brought other people to do driving for us as well. You know, he was a good guy, and it was a sad thing. You know, he had
Always
like
happens to the good
6
ones, doesn't it?
children. Yeah,
It
no,
does.
because he made the effort to try and learn English as well, which was very, very appreciated. You know, I didn't ever learn Arabic or Iraqi or anything, and I had no time to do that. And
there were so many dialects in Iraq; it would have taken you a
short
while.
job. You know, I mean, the job was I was only meant to be there 9 weeks, and that was my second 9-week tour. So I done 18 weeks in total. But anyway, yeah. So it was really sad, and obviously,
would you wanted to go back though?
I didn't go back, Vix.
I said, would you wanted to go
at
back?
that time? Do you know what? I'll be honest. I only went for the money, yeah. And you know, I did get involved in other things when I got back to the UK. You know, like, you know, I got involved with doing scaffolding and damp work, things, safer work, yeah. But I don't know.
Frontline isn't fun.
It's very, very complicated, and a lot of bad stories were coming back about American private security, and that was when.
Oh, it was around that time, right?
When they got caught, those guys were targeted on purpose because of things the Americans were doing. You know, some of the Americans, should I say, Chad? American-based company Blackwater, they were doing some awful things, and that's why those guys got targeted in Fallujah. That American private security company, they all got killed, burnt out, and they got dragged around the streets, didn't they? And that was a response for how they were in some of their work. But anyway, so yeah, that was that, and you know, that was a part of my life that's long gone.
Marshall worked for the Red Cross. He was protecting people from that side of it. It wasn't to do with like British Army. It was separate.
Yeah.
So if you guys are getting a bit confused about the times and that. That's
Yeah,
why.
I've had a lot of association with the Red Cross for quite a few years, since, God, the early 90s, on and off. And we just make sure they were safe and they could do their job, and that was the most rewarding thing. I mean, my most worthwhile experience, I thought, with the Red Cross was in Bosnia, you know. But that's another thing, you know. But
Yeah,
this
Bosnia was
that
harsh, wasn't it?
yeah, this sort of work, you know, like in Iraq, it was servicing the British and American and Canadian, and
I think you
you
better
know,
explain the word servicing in here. Might mean something else.
well,
Sorry.
often we'd be moving some stuff. A lot of people taking a hell of a lot of risk moving kitchen equipment or food, or, you know, it wasn't always totally essential stuff, because the amount of food they had already at these bases, I don't know why they didn't just move it at certain times that was safer. But yeah, we'd been moving some stuff, and then when you realise what you moved, and there'd been an attack that you'd heard of, and all they were moving was bloody pots and pans, and pots and pans, what they pots and pans and bloody rice and pasta. These guys went 9 miles each way on some of the worst roads in the world, and they're dropping that off at a place that already has 100 containers of that type of stuff there anyway. And these guys, you know, sort of 8 guys and the drivers of those lorries, took all that risk just to move something to another base when they've already got plenty of it. Seemed a bit bizarre to me. I think some people were on the con. You know, you're
Really?
yeah, you know,
That's
like
not good.
these, you know, the companies that book, what are they called? You know what I'm on about. There's a big American company. I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue. And they did all the catering and things like that. God, I should know it off the back of my heart.
You've been through a lot
It was
recently. Don't
an
worry.
American senator. It's late in it, honey. American politician. That
Well, there were lots of those, sweetheart.
yeah, but
You have to,
it's after his name. His name. It's his name.
as long as you don't say
God,
Bush, it's fine.
no, but he's Bush's mate. Anyway, it was his company, and he was a big player in it. But they got done for billing, sort of overbilling on things, and he gave an interview once saying
Oh,
that American
it
soldier
was all over the
need
news, wasn't it?
yeah
Oh,
needs his ice cream. American soldier wants their chocolate chip mint ice cream every night,
what in
and
the desert?
yeah, people yeah, well they would actually, but
Well, yeah,
people should
but
be
getting it
risking
over
their
there is a bit
lives.
problematic, isn't it?
People should be risking their lives for it when they didn't need to, yeah. But
Of course
they
not.
made it out a bit like that. It was a bit sort of shallow. I forget the name. What is it called? God, it's gonna annoy me. Anyway, so there's stuff like that. But when you realise that these essential goods that we were described as, and you actually deliver this stuff, and you realise it wasn't essential. You know, they already had it. It was just like overstocking certain camps and things like that. It made you wonder, is it worthwhile when you hear of another route where some guys have been sort of like injured or killed for something that was already non-essential, and they already had the stuff. I mean, if it was water, if it was medical supplies, you know, stuff like that, well, you know, and they ain't got it, well, that's different, isn't it? But not when they already had it. Dixie Normas, how legit was Black Hawk Down? I've no idea. I believe it happened, but I really don't know. I'm not American or Canadian. I'm from the UK, but I guess it happened. Well, I sort of know it kind of happened. I never met anyone that was involved, even though I worked with a lot of American guys. I've got a good story actually. First
Okay.
time I'd ever worked with Americans, and we were on an
You're not going to be
exercise.
insulting any Americans in here, are you? Hope
No,
not.
they had
That's all right
they
then.
had plenty that day, and it's somebody that I really ended up with a lot of respect for. I felt so sorry for him; it's unbelievable. Maybe it transpires and later on in life, I may have ended up in a similar situation. Well, we did this exercise in Florida. We were working with all different American units, Marines. There was SEALs involved in it. There was Delta Force, Rangers. Not necessarily working directly with us, but they were involved in the operation. It was huge, absolutely huge. There's British Parachute Regiment, British Royal Corps Transport. It was one of the biggest exercises there was in the 90s anyway. So, long story short, they're in Florida in the swamps. And this guy qualified as a Navy SEAL and got into one of the SEAL teams and been there about a year, and he was turned out because I got to learn a lot about him after the fact of what happened. What I'm going to tell you now. Said he was really good and he had a lot of potential. Anyway, he got attacked by an alligator. Do you remember this now, Vix?
Trying to remember.
Yeah,
Attacked by alligator.
Attacked by an alligator and had his foot bitten off.
That doesn't ring a bell to me, but then again, I don't like.
Yeah, he had his foot
watch
bitten off
mainstream
on an
media or anything.
exercise. And he's in his first year of being a Navy SEAL. And he made it,
That's a bit of bad luck, isn't it? You go through SEAL training and doing all of that, and then you get your bloody ankle bitten by a gator. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't think he'd even been on one operation, to be honest. But yeah, it was.
Geez, I mean,
a big
don't expect that, do you, Dino? Like you go into that kind of training and you have a fight with a gator. Come on.
Exactly.
I mean, at least it could be a shark or something, not a gator.
Did they make a film about it? Is that honest? Is it about
Footloose in the Swamp? That's actually a film. Okay.
Seriously?
Didn't know that either.
Is it about a Navy SEAL? It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I was on an operation where that happened on a training exercise.
Training exercise.
Training exercise around gators.
One of our politicians made I'll tell you who it was, Michael Portillo.
Oh, that Portillo's a bit of a weird one,
Portillo
though, isn't he?
made a comment about it being a training exercise, and it doesn't get much more real than that. Yeah.
That guy trapped his arm in a dessert. How can you trap your arm in a dessert? I mean, what kind of dessert is this?
I get it, mate. I get
sticky toffee pudding or
I'm going to try and search that, see if I can get that comment, because
was the custard a bit hard? Sorry, I'm lost. Or do you mean desert rather than dessert? I mean, who knows with this chat?
It's a sequel, man.
Yeah, so that guy, he lost his foot. We went to see him in hospital after. Everyone who was on the operation did, because it, on the exercise, because they felt so sorry for him.
Footless too. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Poor guy. That's fucking unlucky, really, isn't it?
Poor guy, man, losing his fucking.
I'm being a sarcastic bitch today. I do apologise.
There's an awful film called Footloose.
Yeah, that's
too.
Ex-cabinet minister. Right.
You're auto. Oh, what in it? Auto cocked again? Fuck's sake. I was reading that thinking, oh God, my epilepsy's coming back. Fuck's sake. Oh dear.
That's no good, man. Fucking hell.
Kick
Get
off your
Yeah.
Sunday shoes. What in the
Fucking-
croc's mouth?
your fucking foot bitten off, man. By a fucking hingway. Jesus Christ. That's
I'm
crazy,
just
man.
looking
Okay.
A
at
shame, like, yeah, it's a shame.
You
I
read
just-
this, Marshall. It says basically a guy fell in a canyon, trapped his arm. After being trapped for 3 days, he cut his arm off to get free. Same director made Footless in the swamp.
Fucking hell.
No, it wasn't that, but no.
I should say so. I mean, for one, where would he be in a canyon on a training mission through the seals? I mean, that's sort of like, it's a bit of a weird one in itself, but no.
I was just gonna look, see if there's anything. I'm sure that you'd be able to find it somewhere, but it might need a decent search because it was sort of like 90s when.
Well, I was looking for some ideas that you guys might want to do, because I'm going to obviously be celebrating my 100th panel and the fact I've got over 2,000 subscribers now. So, any
Oh.
ideas?
I don't know. What do you think, big man? Chad, you're awfully quiet there, mate. What's the
He's
what's
playing
the
with his
ham doing, mate?
pussy.
Oh, is he? Oh, all right.
For God's sake.
We'll say no more. Oh, yeah.
Always
Have any of
sitting
yous
at
cunts-
looking at his bowl right now, thinking, "Why is my bowl almost empty? I can't believe I ate that much."
I did say you were doing something with your pussy, and I
mean,
wasn't
so-
wrong.
2,000 subscribers, and
Well,
you
it's
want
over
to-
that now.
So you want to do what? Like some sort of competition where somebody gets a prize? What do you want to do?
What kind of prize am I talking about?
I don't know, but that's up to you,
Pair
isn't
of socks.
I'm not dating anyone or doing any of that. No,
Yeah, do you know, that would
no.
be funny, wouldn't it?
Fucking
Yeah.
a weekend fucking
And the
Mallorca, man. Fucking-
and the first prize is a date with DJ Vix once the situation gets back to normal.
Oh God, we'd be overrun, wouldn't we?
Oh,
Piss off, you guys. Bad enough with the rumours that are going around right now, yet alone fucking starting more. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're teasing you, Vix.
I know. What do you mean, Chase? It's midnight where you are. It's 4 a.m. over here. Get your finger out.
I know, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. That's mental. Oh, somebody's door. Oh, it's a phone.
You have
Oh.
a good night, Chase, anyway. And thank you for stopping in and
Good
cheering
night.
us all up. God, these Americans haven't got any stamina, have they?
Ah, man. Yes. I thought you Americans were supposed to be full of fighting spirit and all that stuff.
I think us Canadians have more than they do.
all right, you're Canadian, right enough, man.
Yeah, do you
Oh,
know?
I forgot, buddy,
Tompkins
sorry,
chimed
mate.
in with a private pole dance.
Oh dear.
We'll
And,
get Yuri to
and
come
what
on
am I
and
supposed to?
fucking
No, am I supposed to be mixing
do
at
the
the same
Macarena.
time?
How's Erie getting on, DJ? Have you spoke to Erie?
Uh,
God,
Erie, I don't know if
wow.
you remember him.
I
the
have
Irish
I
dude.
have spoken to Era on the phone. This is a while ago now,
On
though.
the phone. Jesus.
Yeah, and
Ah, nice.
spoke to him a couple of times on the phone, and then he was going through some stuff on the tube, as you know, and
Aye.
he got a bit paranoid, I think.
He did, aye.
It's nothing to do with me, you know. I didn't do
No,
anything
I know.
to him, or
No, I know exactly what you mean. I know what you're talking about.
and he didn't
Yeah.
know who to trust, or
Aye, that's it, man.
and then he wanted me to speak to him like straight away. I was literally on a live stream at the time, and I had to help somebody quickly because they were in like trouble. So I was like trying to help out like different people at the same time, and I was like, Emma, I cannot speak to you literally right this second. Like, give me like half hour or something, and I'll be with you. But I just went a little bit weird. I don't mean weird is a strong word, but I think he may have had a drink or something. I do not know, but
Oh, it's
he
not like
can
him, eh?
contact me anytime he wants to. It doesn't bother me. I've got no issues with him. But
Ah, he's alright.
I was even speaking to his mum at one point.
You were speaking to Erie's mum. Fuck's sake, man. What's she like?
No, nice, actually.
Half baked or not? Or is she all good?
Oh,
She
really?
is she?
I hope not.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry if that is the case.
Hmm?
Oh, shit.
What? I'm missing it. I'm missing something.
Dixie's saying that today is Era's 2nd year anniversary of his sister's passing. Oh,
Oh
shit.
God, fucking hell. Oh man, that's a shame. I never knew he had a sister, man.
Yeah.
Never mentioned that
He
before.
doesn't
Yeah.
mention his sister very much.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's a shame, man.
Well, it's Ireland, isn't it? These things happen, unfortunately. And
Nightmare, man.
oh, shit.
Fucking hell, man.
I hope he's okay,
Shame,
you
man.
know.
He has his issues. I like Kiri, man. Like he's falling out with a lot of people, man.
I'm not saying you're
Take,
joking.
you
Far
know,
from
he's
it.
all good with me, mate. He's all good. Erie's always been nice to me, man. So
Me
I don't know
too.
what goes on behind the scenes, man. You know. Oh shit!
Well,
Fucking hell, man.
we
Sorry.
all have private lives. Well,
That's
some of us don't really have lives out of this sort of like crazy platform, but a lot of us do. And I think people take people far too literal, and have got nothing better to do than spread lies, gossip, and fucking vile, nasty shit about people. And that's what life's about.
Aye.
It's about helping people and
People
giving
need
the
to chill out,
people
man.
a lift up, not smacking them in the chops, and while they're down there, giving it a bit of a kicking as well. You know, it's not it.
That's it. Exactly, man. So what about you, Chad? What sort of where is it? Canada? What are all the Canada folk like, man? Do you speak to a lot of
Canadian folk,
Canadians?
you mean?
That's it. I was about to say Canadians.
Canadians.
What are
You
you
are
cunts like? Are
Scottish.
yous all
We will sort of like
sound?
let you off because you're a Scot. You know, you've got
That's
to give
it.
us some like
Go to let us off,
leeway.
man. I mean, we're half daft, you know what I mean? We've got an
Half
excuse.
daft.
You know, like
Half daft.
we've got an
Wow.
excuse.
That's bigging yourself up a lot, isn't it? Half daft.
So
It's
are all you
because you wear
cunts
a
like that,
kilt
I
a
know?
lot. You get
Oh,
wind
aye.
up there, and
Yeah, it's not
it shuts off the supply to your brain because it goes to your balls instead.
You know something? One thing I've never wore and never will wear is a fucking kilt. Not a chance. Not a chance in hell.
Well,
Not be yourself, cool tools. Yeah.
I
Wear
don't know.
skirts and
I don't know what you like body wise. So if you want to wear a kilt, go for it. If you don't, doesn't bother
Brad
me
Pitt.
either.
Just picture me as Brad Pitt in his heyday. You know, that's just me, cool tools, isn't it? Aye, what was I saying? The Canadian cunt. What are yous all like? Do yous all argue as well
Did
on
you
this?
just
Or
call
do
him
you...
the C word?
Oh, sorry, mate.
Bloody hell, brother.
No, sorry,
Yeesh.
bro. Sorry, bro. No.
No,
Canadian
Chad,
guy.
he
You know
means
what
it
I mean.
as
You
a
know what I
term of
mean.
endearment over
A term
here.
of
So
endearment,
he's
mate.
being nice to you, actually.
Believe it or not,
I
it
know,
actually is.
I know. I
No
understand.
What about all
service
yous
crew.
then? Do yous all
I'm
argue or?
borrowing Dino's
We,
kilt today.
I'll say it this way: it depends on what part of Canada you're talking about. I mean, we're
That no Seren. What
Nova
was it?
Scotia.
Aye, they
Nova
no they.
Scotia.
Aye, that one. What?
That one. Oh
Like,
my
see when
god.
you talk to cunts on this
We're
for Canada, do yous all argue or are yous all sound with each other and all that? What's the?
They're well, weed is
we're
legal
normally
over there, so
decent.
they're pretty chilled out. Morning,
Yeah,
Clint.
yeah. Weed's illegal over here, so that just mellows us all out.
That's the way, mate. That's what you want, mate.
And it depends on the part. It depends on the part of the country, I guess. What part of the country? And like in Nova Scotia, I mean, it's different parts of Nova Scotia.
Aye.
It's some parts people are really snobby. Other parts of Nova Scotia, they're. But overall, we're the nicest part. We're the nicest part of Canada. So.
Yeah, I think generally the Canadians is kind of like much more respectful than the sort of Americans are towards each other. If I'm honest, it's like in a way, I don't know if I'm going to be popular for this, but slightly higher class.
Oh, god damn it.
American
That's
sort
it,
of,
mate.
Whoa!
in a way,
Wait
yeah.
a
Because
second.
Bitching.
Wait a minute
Fucking
here.
hell, cool
no, but
dude.
you know what I mean. If I'm, yeah, but I had a
We're a
friend
little
from
more
Canada, didn't I?
respectful. We're a little more respectful
That's right.
to the
Yeah.
to the British Commonwealth than the Americans are. I think is where you're going with that, Clueless.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, that's also because we're still part of the Commonwealth too. So the Americans aren't. They're their own country. So
most of you cunts all take offence, so don't you? See, like if some cunt calls you
Okay.
an American when you're a Canadian, you all go mental, don't you,
Eh,
man? Like a lot of yous, don't you?
some do, some of us
Yeah, I
do,
know.
some
I've
of us
noticed that.
don't.
I've made that mistake
Yeah,
before,
but
mate.
that's like calling a Scotsman a Brit, isn't it?
Ah, well, that's
Oh.
I couldn't give a. Well,
It is, though, isn't
I agree with you, mate. A lot of people would actually take offence to that, man. But
Exactly.
Or calling you
Yeah.
Irish as well.
yeah,
You don't like
exactly.
that too
I've been
much.
called worse, man.
Same
Yes,
kind of
yes,
picture,
you
wasn't it?
have. Granted, yes, you have, because I've been a witness to it.
Yes,
but,
yes, I have taken a lot of abuse in my time in my YouTube career. But
Have you?
Oh, not as much as me. Come on,
I don't
Dino.
know, not really.
Fucking
Can
hell.
it's in one ear out the other, mate. I've never really had a problem on this, mate. To be
That's the
honest,
way
I
to
didn't
do
think
it.
I didn't think it had anything to do with your ears, but
That's the way to
I
do
am
it.
blonde after all.
Is that you in the picture, DJ Vic?
It is, yes.
Fucking hell, Christ, you look all right, don't you?
Oh, thank
When
you.
was that? Is that a recent? Is that quite recent, or is that?
That picture was.
You look all right.
Well, it's
Well,
about
you know what I mean. She's
6 years, I'd say that one.
aye. I don't know
It's-
what it is. I expected you to look pure different. I don't know why, but I expected
I've
you to
got
look a bit.
more recent ones than that, but
Oh no, I wouldn't plaster it on the internet, to be honest, especially on this, man.
well, look,
Oh
I'm
my
out of
god,
YouTuber,
it's
so
the
I
Blues
don't.
Brothers, man. Jesus Christ,
It's not a blues brother.
it's a black and white brother. By the looks of it, man.
It's not a blues brother though.
Oh, is
So
that
thank
you?
for the. That's me. So thank you for the
Ah.
compliment.
No problem.
I've been
That's
told
cool,
I
man.
look
Clint's staying still, no scratch for me, Dino.
I've been told
Cool
that
as
a
a
few
cat.
times.
Come on, Tonkin, what are you doing?
Oh,
Get
still
yourself
no
on
scotch.
camel.
Sorry, that's my bad. I thought it said scratch, but it said scotch.
Look at this
Fuck's
cool cunt, man. He is cool as a cucumber, man. Ken, who you remind me in that picture, mate? What's his puss? Him for that film, man. Fucking
Who, Dick?
that.
Who are you on about, Chad?
What's the name
No,
of that film? The
Clint is
Terminator.
saying in the chat.
Arnold. Aye, Big Arnie. That's who you look like in that
Clint,
picture,
oh,
mate.
Mel, Clint,
With the
me old
shades and the gun and all
China.
that, man. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was saying
That's
to Clint, he
that's
missed the
first,
rest of
actually.
that
Oh,
bloody
dear,
live the
Clint.
other morning. Oh my
Spitting,
god, he came in briefly, but he missed that live. Oh my god, that live was mental.
How's Max doing, Clint? Do you know what? I had a right trip on her when
Who are you talking
you
to?
you did
I've got a
you
clue
did
what's
Clint's
the
happening.
pod,
missus is called Max.
when
Oh,
you did the podcast with Ian Can't Beat the Weed. That was
Oh, that fucking stuck, man. Is he still
well.
fucking
I'm on
talking
about the
this, man?
podcast. It was
I haven't
long
seen much
before
of Ian, so
anything
I
had
wouldn't
happened.
Is that
know.
him with fucking... Nah, I'm not even going into it, man.
I
He's alright, isn't he?
I reserve my judgment. But anyway, Clint got interviewed. He was the
Aye.
very first to get.
Yeah, he was actually because
Interviewed.
Anyway,
I was
it
still
was
sort of
funny
like friends with
because
him
Max
then.
was just absolutely a trip. You know how she
She's
was
a lovely
towards
lady.
Clint was funny as hell.
No,
But
she's
no,
a
she was
lovely
cool,
lady,
man. She
but
was cool.
she like rips the bones off him, didn't she?
Oh
In a
yeah,
good way.
it must be fun. You know what I mean? Like, you know that it must be
Well, I
fun.
don't think Clint was in
Oh, Clint. I remember Clint. If it's the same Clint. Oh, Clint's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he
I hope
is.
Too
he's alright. I
noisy,
hope he's keeping
Tonkin.
alright.
What's
Yeah, Clint's cool, man.
Well, get the
I
phone
know
out
who
of
you
you
mean.
arsehole.
I know who he's
tell
talking
tell
about.
your bloody ladies who are on the set to stop screaming.
Oh,
Oh God!
Harder.
God, Jesus.
Oh God! Is that
Wait
what
a
you say,
minute.
Vic?
That
Clint is the
strap-on's
man,
too
mate.
small.
The man that... Is that the same cunt... I'm losing my voice, man. Is that the same cunt that fucking... Hingweed Oh, sorry, Clint. I don't know if it might be somebody different, mate. But I remember that, mate. Fucking hell. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Clint was Ian's first podcast, definitely,
Well,
because
Clint ended up in the middle of a bit of that, really, didn't he? It was a bit.
I don't care who Ian is. Who's Ian? King Ian.
no, Ian as in
You
can't be the
silly
weed Ian.
boy.
Can't be
Tony's
Oh, right,
cousin,
believed,
aye,
wasn't
boy.
it?
that cunt.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah. But things were all
Fucking
different then,
sloth.
and it's not nice
Sorry, mate.
when
when you
all
go.
them things happen because everybody sort of gets put in the middle and
Well, I was bang smack in the middle of all of that, if you
and
remember
all that.
rightly,
Yeah,
and I
you
couldn't
always
get in the
are.
middle of that
In the middle.
Come on, Vic.
for like fucking reasons that I don't really want to go into.
But anyway, you know what I mean? All that type of thing. It takes away. Like, look at what we're like when you have a good laugh. You know what I mean? We have a good old laugh, and
But
all
we
that
used to,
negative
and
stuff doesn't need to be part of it.
no, I know, but people
But
like
it
to make
happens
it part of
because-
it, don't they? You know.
Oh yeah. You know, it's I don't know. It just takes away from what it can be. Do you know?
And that's why I don't have infighting in here, because people don't want to come into room and start fighting with everybody, do they? They just want to come in, have a laugh, chill out, and do all of that. There's enough fighting going on in this world without it happening in every room you go into.
But no channel owner really has full control over what's going to happen.
No, of course not.
No,
but
no.
you can sort of like limit it, you know.
Well, you can sort of.
Well, you can try.
But
you can
but
try.
really, you know, like and all those things can last, can't they? I mean, God, they can last from sort of like and keep coming back up, which
they
is
always
even
do,
sadder.
though.
You know, like that, and that ain't what I came for. Many others,
Me
you know.
either, but
Only takes one
But-
arsehole to ruin it, eh?
A lot really enjoy it,
It's
don't
usually
they?
all.
It's like
That's all it takes. Yep.
Just one, eh?
you think as well. It gives you like whether you like it or not, your curiosity makes you come back, whether you enjoy that thing or not. Your curiosity always wants you to know what happened next, even if you didn't want to be part of that. Your curiosity still makes you want to watch it to a certain degree. I don't know whether anyone agrees with that, but I think so.
I love the drama, mate. I'm not going to lie. I love it when people argue.
Well, that's it. The curiosity makes you want to. Yeah, but if
Everyone
that
knows
drama's
that, man. That's what I'm like.
directly at you,
I think it's a bit
obviously
shit if they
not
go
appealing, is it?
personal, like proper personal and stuff, man. That's
Well, it
different, man.
does,
Eh? Like,
doesn't it? I mean,
that's
they're
different.
pretty nasty, aren't they? But you know, anyway,
it can be like
the
that.
curiosity makes them views go up, and makes you want to tune in. And
well, that's what I mean. If we were
they're
all
all
sitting here
playing on
arguing
that,
and
aren't
that and
they?
slating each other, there would be a lot more people in here, man. And
Oh,
because
yeah.
everyone likes the, you know, people like
You know,
the drama, don't they? I'm
I
one
had
of them.
to
I love it,
stop
man.
it
I'm not gonna
because,
lie.
well, you know, just being diagnosed with all of that fucking PTSD, the last
the way
thing I
and
want to be doing in panels is like dealing with other people's shit, because
Yeah,
not going to do me any favours. So
Nah.
It's only you still have trouble dealing with some of your own stuff. So why
That's
deal
man,
with other
troubles
people's
of your
stuff,
own, eh?
right?
Yeah.
well, no, I'm getting there. I'm getting there
No, I know.
slowly, but
No, I
it's
know,
going to
but
take
that
a little bit of time.
yeah.
Good,
Oh,
you
it's
keep on
just
going
so
up
weird.
and down like a fucking
I'm doing
hooker
like a fucking
around
weird cross, man.
Soho.
Sorry about that. Just happened.
Jesus, a fucking fiddler's elbow there, man. Jesus.
Fiddler's elbow.
You know.
Yeah, and a lot of other parts. Tonkin, when have you actually been sensible or on any panel, you whore?
Oh.
Tonkin is the original YouTube panel whore.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking
And,
to
and,
oh,
and
right.
Hippie's trying to take the title away from Tonkin, which will never happen because Tonkin's too whorish.
I'm ranked up there somewhere with Tonkin more than Hippie is.
Oh, no. Tonkin's got miles on you guys.
According to Epic.
Tonkin's a good dude.
Oh, I know that.
He's
a good friend.
My bodyguard when I go to
Tonkin,
Let's say it'd be good when we go
Tokens
over
are
to
good.
Era, won't it?
Yeah.
As in Ireland, not actual to Eras. Before you guys fucking
I was going to
start
say,
that
man.
off.
Oh, weekend away, Dean.
We're all going over to
Revisit.
Era's gaff.
You
And he
hearing his
doesn't
mum?
know yet. We're all going to see Era's
We're gonna
mum.
go on a trip. Why
Who
don't
do
you
you
get
still
yourself
speak to
over?
from back in the day, Vix? That like
Pardon?
we used to speak to. Do you still speak to anyone? Like, remember, like I don't know, like last year, for example. Like, remember when we first started speaking?
I still speak to Moggy.
Do you still speak to Moggy? Oh
I
man, I like
do.
Moggy.
He's a
Moggy's
nice
cool, man.
guy.
Yeah, man, defo. Wow, man,
She's
Moggy.
not throwing. She's not
Um,
throwing you. She's not throwing you
Still
under the
speak to
bus,
the other
Duncan.
DJ.
She's got you
You know,
attached to
Heaven.
the side of the bus. Remember?
Tony S. I still speak to.
Who? Tony S. I
He
think I
used to
ken
go
that.
in Rob's channel.
Nah, I was only really ever in Will Hung's channel, like Token and all that. I don't know if you. I don't
I
know.
haven't seen Token for a little while.
Yeah.
Did he actually get
Where
married?
did they
I
go?
think he did. I think he got married in Scotland. I think.
That Token, he disappeared, didn't he?
Oh, he's
Aye, he did.
around. He's around in all weird
he?
panels.
I ain't never seen him for time.
Yeah, Moggy was in my channel a little while ago.
Yeah, Moggy's cool, man. All legends.
Don't see him as often,
fascinating,
but then again, I'm not on live so much because
Aye.
someone was in chat was asking if I do panels every day. I did for a little while and then stopped, and then. But I'm going to be doing them more often. But it's finding time.
You need to get the right people as well, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I have to be in the right mood as well, and in between treatments and that, like I said, I do not need any more hassle than I already.
You got enough hassle, you know, in the how can I put it? The outside world. Is that how you say it?
Exactly.
You come on this to get away from it, don't you? You don't fucking want any of this shit, man,
We
don't you?
try, yeah, exactly.
You try, but it
don't
doesn't
want
always
all
work
that,
out that way.
Nah,
No,
like
I
it
haven't.
only
I haven't
takes one
seen
to just ruin
Chimpy
it, man.
in.
Chimpy, wow, man, fucking hell, I've not seen Chimpy for about fucking ages, man.
It's been at least 5 months, I'd say.
Yeah, Chimpy's another one, isn't
Chimpy was cool, man.
I've
Chimpy.
spoken to Mashup in.
he? Yeah,
Oh,
Paul's
Mashup.
channel.
God damn Mashup, man, can't man. He was always naked, wasn't he?
Mashup sometimes goes in Paul's channel, as in Fighting Trolls.
Oh,
He goes
I like
in there
Mashup,
occasionally. The last time I spoke to Mashup, his mum was having a bit of bother again.
That's
but,
right. I hope she's okay, man.
But I haven't spoken to Adam or anyone like that, so I don't know how any of those guys are.
For ages, man. I don't know how he's getting on. I think he had a lot of trouble as well, didn't he? But there was so many of them. Remember Trevor? Big Trevor. Don't know if you remember Trevor.
Trevor Random.
Yeah.
He goes in David's cafe here and there.
Good guy, man. I like Trevor.
Yeah, he's all right.
Who else was there? Fucking hell. I'm trying. I can't remember.
I haven't spoken to C-Rex in a while.
Oh, wow. That's a blast for the past.
Yeah, he hasn't been, unless he's gone
I
under a
remember
different
him.
name, but I haven't seen him for a long time.
I remember him. I think he was one of the first people I spoke to.
Oh, he's a lovely, lovely guy.
That must have been away last year or something, man. It must have been since I last
See Mags a little bit here and there.
Oh, aye, she's all right, eh?
I'm just trying to remember the originals here.
Big Chimpy, man. He was cool.
Dan still comes in here. You know Pap?
Who?
Police Abuse and Powers Pap?
I don't know who that is.
You've never spoken to Dan? Okay.
I think so.
He had a couple of strokes and
fuck's sake.
He's coming back to YouTube now, but he's been in my channel quite a few times recently. Nice guy.
Good man, good to see he's on the mend.
That's life-changing stuff, that, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh yeah, quite. And I sort of say to him, don't come back unless you're ready,
That's it.
because that will sort of like give you an awakening and a half. Go for something like that.
Aye, but you didn't want somebody coming on and giving him abuse and winding him up about it.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
what'll
no.
probably happen, you know what I mean?
No,
You'll get some
no.
arsehole who'll slag him off or something.
Dan can take care of himself in that
that's
way.
good
I mean,
then, that's good.
the fact that his channel's all about taking on the cops.
Mhm.
I haven't seen anything of PD, so I would not know.
Oh God, PD man, fucking hell, macho man. You country.
I think
Nah,
exactly.
fucking big
You know,
PD, man.
he used to make snide comments to people he didn't really know that well.
What does
It's
PD
almost-
stand for anyway? Fucking pure
Yeah,
dickhead.
it was just like a bit of a
I
tactic.
do not know. I mean,
He did
he's
it
never
to me
given me any
once, and I
Funny,
just,
so I'm not going to give him any.
it's almost
Oh.
like a little bit of a bullying tactic. And I
He's a
thought,
bullying
"You
bastard,
divvy."
mate, man. I used to speak to him, man. I used to think he was alright as well. I kept
I
saying
did
to everybody,
originally,
he's
but
alright,
then
he's cool. It made
you
me
The
look
get a
like a
last
bit
right
time
drunk
arsehole.
after having a
I
drink.
heard anything about Wendy, she was in hospital. She was
Oh, aye,
coming
she
around
was,
from a
aye.
coma or something.
I hope she's alright, yeah. Not
Oh,
worried.
She had what?
She
was
was
in a
coming
coma.
out of a coma.
Aye.
Oh,
Right.
she
They
was
were
all
trying to
right.
get her out.
She just got
Aye.
brought in the middle of all that trouble, didn't she?
Aye, that's it, man.
It wasn't her doing. That was like,
We all know who's doing that was, but we'll leave it there.
yeah, it was sort of, it's something that she didn't need really with
No, I
what she
know.
had going on.
Well, who does really need it?
No, I know that, but you know,
It'd
like
be
it
nice
was.
to a degree if a lot of these tubers could just come together, sort it out, and leave it like that. But I know that's not going to happen with certain individuals because
How
some
can
of
we
it's
not
gone
all
way too
just get
far.
on? It would be boring if everybody got on, no?
No,
Oh,
but
how's fucking Hingway then, man? Fucking, what's his name? Fucking Roy Walker. Mr. Catchphrase, what's his name? Him, the game show. Remember him? He done a game show. He used to do game shows. DJ Vix. Remember?
oh, you're
Trying to think
talking
who you are.
about
This guy was demented, mate. I
G-Man,
can't
aren't
think.
you?
Yeah. He was demented, man, wasn't he? He's not your pal, is he? Sorry.
No.
He did a game
Aye.
show.
Ah, he used to think he was fucking, I don't know,
He
fucking Roy
called
Walker or something.
himself Grey Man Adventures for a
Aye.
while, and then it was he changed his name so many
Hey, what you
times
see?
I
If
sort
you
of
see it,
lost
do it.
count. But
He thought he was a pure game show host, man. Fucking,
he took it way too
Come on
seriously, I
down.
think.
Aye, man. He's
Yeah,
a fucking.
that could have been really good if he'd
I'm
have
going
kept it a
to
little
make
bit more
my living
comical.
off
But
of YouTube. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Fuck off, you fucking. Sorry for swearing.
no. Well,
He
you're
was
Scottish, you
nuts,
can
man.
swear all you like. I
He
mean,
was it's
everybody's
like a
used to
comedy
it in
husband,
here.
isn't it? But he was demented, man. He disappeared as well, man. I wonder where he went to. You know,
I
probably
think
be on the chase or
I think
something
he
next
had a
week,
little
man.
bit of enough with getting
The
abused
chaser.
every day. I think it started off when he went to that Manchester protest and asked
I
cops to get
remember that.
involved, and then he got loads of crap from
Did he not grass
YouTubers for
somebody
that
or
one.
something?
Yeah, something like
Fucking
that. And,
grass, man.
He
And I
grassed
was
someone
like-
up.
Yeah, he grassed somebody up or something for
literally
giving him
on
abuse or some
camera
shit.
as well. No.
Officer, this man is abusing me.
He was in a protest. Batman was on.
I vaguely remember
Bloody
this.
hell!
And he
For
was
sake, my cat's jumping on my bloody phone and
he
turning it
grassed
on.
someone up.
No, what it
Is
was,
that what you
he
were
was
saying,
at
eh?
a protest, and he went to the cop, and I think some guy was waving his finger in his face or something, and he grasped the guy up for that. For some real stupid reason. I
Yeah.
don't know. My cat is just driving me nuts. Will you go away, Callie? Go on. Oh, fuck's sake. This is getting ridiculous. I'm getting attacked by the dog,
Anyway,
attacked
I'm
by
gonna
a
head.
cat.
I'm gonna head out, DJ. I'll chat with you. I'm gonna head out. All right. I'll chat with you
Okay.
later, DJ. I'll give you.
Oh, now
Take
Tom
a
keeps
message later.
calling
Quiet.
me. This
Nice
is
talking with you, Full Food.
ridiculous.
Later,
Hey,
Dean. Nice
Dad.
meeting you.
Nice to chat
Oh,
to
mate,
you.
sound big man. Same goes to
Yeah.
you, mate.
I'll speak
Quality,
to you soon,
mate.
Chad.
You've been a bit quiet. We do love the Canadians and the Americans, but the Canadians a little bit more.
Oh no worries. I've just been sitting here listening to three of you talk.
That's why
wow.
he's going.
No, that's
Yeah,
cool,
well,
mate.
He can talk anytime he
Alright.
likes.
We'll
Yeah,
be
man.
around.
He
Jump
doesn't
in,
want to, obviously.
oh,
I
I've
mean,
got
it
a.
should have
If
been
you
called
can't sleep,
three,
drop in later.
three
I've got
Brits and a
a.
bottle of maple syrup, shouldn't it?
God.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Well, if you can't sleep, we'll probably be around for another hour or so at
Oh,
least.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And what's that supposed to mean, Chad? Come on, then.
I know how long. I know how long some of
Knowing
your
you.
panels go, DJ.
Well,
Knowing
when
you, how long
Tom's
some of your
finished
panels
work,
go.
This is only supposed to be like a quick live
Clint will have
anyway.
a few more magnums to eat. Maybe a sandwich or two.
Anyway, we'll chat.
We're
We'll
waiting
we'll
for
chat
Tom
again
to
later,
finish work.
DJ. Good night,
All
everybody.
right, Chad. Have a good
Later,
evening.
Chad, yeah? Take care, brother.
It's only just gone midnight where he is, I think.
A nice
Is it
guy, man.
four?
Eh?
Oh, he
What
is a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, yeah?
Well,
And
I talk to him quite often. He's really nice. And
he put up with a load of crap. One night I had a device and it was making some horrible sounds, wasn't it, Vic?
your devices normally do.
Well, all right, okay. Enough said. Now it's making a horrible, sound, and he was so patient. You know what I mean. In the end, I had to
Chad
pull off.
normally is, to be fair, isn't? I'd
And
say
he's
he's a
very
nice guy.
patient because it was quite annoying, that wasn't it? The
Well, you
sound.
normally are, but that's
that's
without your
lovely, that is.
devices.
Lovely. I'm such a protector of you. But anyway, yeah. So yeah,
Golly,
he's
are you
really
on my
patient.
belly? Oh, Jesus, gonna get squished by a bull mastiff. Well, at least it's
Yeah,
on my
that'd be
right hip, not my
interesting,
left
Clint.
one.
Just to see, whether you can catch up with Chimpy. Because he's a nice guy, you know what I mean?
Chimpy's
He's
the
a
man,
cool
mate.
guy. Yeah, he was a cool guy. I tell you, it's nice seeing somebody catch
So,
a fish,
who
isn't it?
the hell is Norris Trotter?
Oh, Norris
Nice.
is cool, man.
No,
I
but who
remember
is
Norris
Norris
Trotter.
Trotter?
He used to come on a fucking Hingways.
Nice
Fucking
trotter.
what's his name? That Jake. Fucking how did I forget his name? Jake
Clint,
Oh, it's
channel.
in
you
the
know
little
that.
Jake.
Channel, yeah, man.
Yeah, because there were two
Yeah.
Jakes, aren't there? Just
Yeah,
make
man.
sure which
He
Jake
was a
you're
good
talking
guy,
about.
man. I liked
Okay.
him. I don't think he comes on much now. I used to speak away
Jesus
to him. He's
Christ,
cool, man.
Dixie,
Yeah, man.
fucking
Definitely.
hell.
Oh,
He's the
how
man.
do you compliment someone on performing a circumcision? Tell him to keep the tip. Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
I'm lost.
So
I can't see the chat room, eh? So,
Right.
oh, wait a minute. I can see that.
Read it again, Vic, because you read that so
Oh,
well.
Chat with you
Are
later.
you taking
DJ.
the fucking
See that?
Michael?
No, I don't do that. I'm never sarcastic. I'm just normal.
No, and I'm the Virgin Mary.
Not.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he said, "Oh Jesus, you cheeky fucker." Now, what are you saying, Dino? Eh?
I'm saying nothing.
I'm fucking Jesus.
Ah.
So bow down and go buy me some fish and chips.
Oh. Some fish and chip. Ah, mate, I'm starving, mate.
Gretna
Fucking hell.
High Street, please.
Well, my cat's trying to eat. I've got half a plain cheeseburger.
If
My
you're ever
bloody
going
cat's trying
down
to
the
steal
lowlands
it.
and you're
Ridiculous.
hungry, Gretna High Street, fish and
Leo,
chips.
get off. Get down.
Absolutely the best in the country.
Gretna. Oh, man. That's a
Get down.
trek, eh? Gretna.
Well, you never know. You might be going down the lowlands once,
I
get a bit
I'll
pecky.
phone up for a delivery, mate.
Why doesn't the rooster wear underwear? Because he has a pecker on his head. Oh, goodness
Oh,
sake.
Jesus, man. God
What are
damn
you
it.
guys like today? Somebody's feisty, more feisty than me anyway. But I do not mind what you guys speak about in here as long as it's all,
I'll talk about
friendly and
anything.
everything.
All
Exactly.
above board and sexually explicit. It has to be.
Is Jerry? Have you spoke to Jerry or anything like that? Is
Jerry
not been talking
Helmet.
about- Jerry
do you know,
Helmet.
Jerry?
Aye.
I've been wanting
Last
to chat with him because I
time
heard
I
something the other day.
It was in
What's
Daly's
he done
Cafe a
now?
while ago.
He's sponsoring
Oh, Dixie, these are getting worse.
full fighting trolls. and his sister to go up to Scotland.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! They better
I
take a
wouldn't
gun.
advise
You need to give
that.
them one of their guns, mate.
He's done it already. He's booked
Give
the
them a
hotel,
gun.
I think.
If I
They're
was him,
coming
I
on a
wouldn't
no
go.
money challenge or
Tell
something.
them not to wear any
What, in
socks. 'Cause they'll
Scotland?
get stolen.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short, Jerry said he was coming down to see me, and he hasn't been yet. If you're listening,
Oh,
he was coming to see me and take me out for the day, but that didn't seem to have happened yet.
take
It's
me
a
out.
little bit awkward though, taking me
Say
out
don't
for the
you
day, isn't it?
know?
No, that was the idea. It was after that, yeah.
Well, of course.
Fucking Jerry, man. Christ. Jerry sponsoring fucking. What's his name? The cunt
Paul.
that you're talking about.
Yeah,
Paul.
yeah.
I
Jerry
was going to
sponsoring
say,
Paul.
Marshall, I bloody missed my phone call from my fucking doc today, and that was about you as well, because I was out of
Was
it.
it?
I will try and get hold of him
Nothing's
tomorrow.
going to happen this side, I don't think, of Christmas, do you?
Well,
If we're honest, I think it'll probably be early in the new year, and then we can actually properly plan our island trip.
would you like to come down here then after New Year, and then we can go to Ireland from here? Or do you think your other half might have a problem with that, not seeing you for so long? She can come down too, for
I
visits
don't
and
know,
whatever.
really.
Oh, what's
I
happening
don't
here?
know.
No.
I know.
I will explain, Dean, because
Oh.
for guys that don't know, Marshall's had some issues because of what's happened with his leg situation, and because
Marshall?
as in cool tools.
Oh, fuck.
And,
Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Sorry, bro. I never knew your name. Sorry, bro.
It's all right.
I always call him Marshall because he told me to.
Okay. Sorry, mate. I never
So-
knew that, mate. I never knew that was your name.
Because I have a fully adapted property, and it's
Do
safe
you
here.
know what's happened to me?
I don't know whether do you want to explain? Because it's your body. You should
You never
really
had your
explain.
leg bit by a crocodile, did you?
Not a croc, no.
Alligator.
A surgeon.
What was it?
A surgeon.
A
I went
surgeon?
into hospital for an operation and got MRSA.
MRSA.
Yeah,
We
MRSA.
waited this operation for some time,
Uh-huh.
and I eventually got it. Vic's known me long before any of this happened, and
Yeah.
she knew me when I was waiting for this operation on shin splints.
Yeah, I did.
And because of COVID and this and that, it was taking forever. So I went through the Powell system.
That's a complaint system on the NHS, if you didn't know.
To get the operation sort of brought forward. Anyway, I got the operation, and when I'm in hospital, I get MRSA.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm in hospital,
I think what that is. What is that? That's probably something really
it's
common.
a blood.
I'm stupid. I just
It's
can't.
sorry, it's a blood. It's a skin disease,
Oh, okay, mate.
infection they can't fight.
Ah, okay, mate.
It's very limited on what they can do with it.
Yeah.
And it's
Sorry to
on
hear
your
that.
skin. And anyway, because I had my shin splints are broken out. I've got all photographs of that. If I'm going to put them
We're not
up
having a
on-
slideshow, Marshall, for goodness
Yeah,
sake.
one
Do you want
time
your phone
though,
off
we'll show them
YouTube?
on your
Here's
channel.
another catchphrase.
We'll do it. We'll do
We
a
can maybe
stream.
do it in
We
the
boxes, man.
backstage or something.
No, I show people what it was like for me before I eventually got this operation. I got this operation, and they did it, and they then did some tests. They swab you, and they did MRSA. I had, and then I got sepsis. This is all after being in hospital a couple of weeks.
So how? Did you get your leg cut off?
Sorry?
Both of them.
Did you get your leg cut off?
Both of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
both of them. Oh my
I
god.
went into the operation expecting them to try and sort it out, but they did some tests, some bone density tests, and said I got got it, and they told me,
Yeah.
would I give permission for them to do the operation on one leg, but if they found it on the other leg and I didn't give them any full permission, I wouldn't be able to have an operation for 18 months. And that means if it spread higher, basically, likelihood is it would kill me. Yeah?
Well, yeah, without a doubt it would have done.
So I had to give permission for them to do what they needed to do. But I never expected it to be like it was. So
I
anyway,
don't
I
think
wakes
anyone ever
up
does,
after
do
the
they?
first operation, thinking, oh, well, at least everything's all right. You know, I've got everything. But then they said, we're going to do another bone density test. So I went to theatre under the same position of the first operation. And they then I woke up and I had bilateral amputation.
Yeah, man.
And they said that if they didn't do it, I'd have lost my life.
Oh,
Fucking
definitely.
hell. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, buddy, man. That's fucking.
It's horrendous.
But
Yeah, it would
he's
be,
been
mate.
there
Yeah,
for
right.
this place now for quite a while, and it's
Yeah.
a complete shit show. I mean,
Well,
I
I
talk
can't
to
even
Marshall
live at
every
my own
day.
house.
Oh,
No,
can
Can't
you
live
not?
at my own house. I can't.
So I basically said to Marshall, because my place is fully adapted and it's safe here, if my GP is willing to take him on, he can come and live with me for a while.
There you go, mate. Go and live with DJ Vix, mate.
Till I get my prosthetics, yeah?
Well, we like brother and sister anyway, so why not?
Thing is I can't live at my own house. I'm
And
probably
this
gonna
place
have
he's
to
staying
move.
is driving him mad, and he can't claim any benefits or anything because he's been there for so long, so he's getting no money at all.
You're
So how are you
fucking
supposed to
kidding me,
live?
man.
No,
They're
no,
they're
you're
You're
just
not
not.
getting
doing
any
a
money.
thing.
You're not even getting any benefit money or fuck all.
You're not allowed because
you
if
get
you're in
pocket money.
hospital after a certain length of time, they stop your money.
Oh
Because
my god.
And this is classed as a hospital placement because of
24-hour care. All I get is pocket money. It
But
works about
I'm being
20
serious. You mention her name on this channel, you get blocked. I've had enough of talking about her, please.
And
You
yet,
know that.
mate, just turn into an alky or a junkie or something, man. You'll get fucking everything. You know what I mean?
No, nobody in a place like this gets full money, do
That's
they?
shocking, mate. That is
I
bad.
was meant to be getting £600 a month, and then I was meant to be getting like £270 a month every other week, rather, as well. And I got that for a short period. But then when you come into a place like this, it's classed as 24-hour care. So all that you're not getting personally. You're not personally independent. Yeah. If I went to a place that was lesser care, like a supported housing, I would get that money back and be able to pay my own bills. Yeah. Do you understand? But I've just got this thing which I was telling Vix about yesterday, and it's a continuing health assessment. That means that the NHS will pay for my care, and I'd pay a contribution. Yeah. Rather than the council paid for my care and then me topping it up with my monies I'd normally get. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what it is, I thought, and I was told I'd be better off like this, but the truth of the matter is I'm fucking 10 times worse off than I was, because I was classed as working even when I had the shin splints, when my walking was down to, you know, maybe 100 yards before it was hurting. I was classed as working because I had involvements in a scaffolding company and I had involvements in a damp company. I was still working because I was arranging jobs, giving quotations, going to look at jobs, you know, even though I wasn't driving all the time. I was still had the van and everything, and you know, I had people that were doing jobs sort of with me and on my behalf. So I was classed as working, But then that just got less and less and less, and I ended up with just a share of a small scaffolding company. It's bigger now, but it isn't much to do with me now. I've just, take a little bit of money from it. It's not what you think. It's not like we're doing, all it was doing, we had enough scaffold to do sort of about 10 semis a week at that point. So, it wasn't a big enterprise, but it was making money, and we had enough work to use all our scaffolding every
We've
week.
actually been talking about it for a little while, and the fact that my place is adapted. It's a 2-bedroom place as well, so I've got room here, and it would just
There's a lot of
somewhere.
complications with this happening to you. You must, you must probably.
That's why I've got to make sure that my GP will take you on. We're not going to do it hard clock.
How much is changed in my life, and I've got to get onto that solicitor and try and see if something can be done for me on the interim, because surely I've got to be entitled to something. I know I'm going to get some money for when I got sepsis. I've already been told that. I've been told I'll get between 25 and 28 grand for getting sepsis, because they made a mistake. But the other bits, that's what I'm interested in. I should be able to get some sort of payout, but I don't know all about that yet. Because of COVID, it's fucking ruined any proper.
At least down here, though, Marshall, like all the transport is for disabled access, so you'd be able to get on any buses, in any taxis, and because it is, a disabled type city around here, they've really thought about it, so you could survive quite well down here.
Yeah, I am eligible for PIP normally if I wasn't in 24-hour care.
It'd be
I was entitled
universal credit now, though, wouldn't it?
I was entitled to the higher rate, and I did get it for a short while. You were talking to me when I applied for it, weren't you, Vic?
Yeah,
when I very first applied.
Any new claims would go onto universal credit now, I think. I don't think.
No, but I'm on about when I first applied for it.
Yeah, you did. Back. Yeah, I remember.
And I got it I got the lower one, and then I got the higher one for about 2 months, and then I ended up getting involved with this place. After I left hospital, I had 7 weeks in hospital and then here. Now that just made it you can't claim personal independence allowance because
he's being looked after.
I'm being looked after. So
I see what you mean.
You can't apply
loopholes.
I can get a component of it. I've been told yesterday. I can get the mobility part of it, but that's all got to be leveled out with a thing called what's it called? Oh, fucking hell, that assessment thing. Continuing health support. Now, if I get that, I should be better off a little bit.
If you came down here, it'd be a lot easier in some ways for social services, because they're doing an assessment on me soon, so they can then do a joint one.
I could get PIP, couldn't I?
Well,
because I'm not getting 24-hour. As soon as I move out of 24-hour care, I can claim PIP, the full PIP. Get about £610 a month. And then,
like I said, at least here, I've got a panic alarm if needed and stuff like that. My GP's pretty good. And the actual medical care around here is very good. So if he agrees to it, then I have no issues of you coming down here at all, like I've said.
And
as long as your girlfriend's fine with it.
You get your breakfast and everything at Vixie's house, mate.
Yeah, I'm making him breakfast. You piss off with that.
Get your dinner every night.
You'll be starting off shit again, Dino, for goodness sake. He's getting his big wooden spoon out by the looks of it.
3 meals a day, mate, you get, man.
3 hots and a cot. Fuck's
I've always
sake.
had that positive military mindset, yeah. But it's still a
the
fucking
thing is,
difficult
Dixie,
thing
this is what you're trying to say.
to
His place he's
undertake.
got now isn't suitable for wheelchairs or anything, so he cannot stay at his own place. So that's why he's
But
got to find somewhere else. But they won't
son and
help him find
missus
anywhere else. It's
lives
difficult.
a mile away. So this place, even though it's not the best place, is perfectly positioned for where my family live and my mum lives and my dad lives. It's not it's not
So you want
badly
me to?
placed
So you want
for
me to
them.
talk to my doctor to get this arranged for after the new year? Then do you? I don't mind doing that if you want to wait till then. I can. That gives him a bit more time as well, doesn't it?
I can leave here if I want. But at this point, I was hoping to leave here with prosthetics. But because of the way things have happened,
ages
it's
to get
took
those.
the piss. They hadn't even started the ball rolling. And I found out today that, they said the referral was to the wrong place, Vic.
Yeah, I remember.
And they rectified it. Well, the district nurses looked and they said they couldn't find the referral.
Ask to see it. I would.
No, the district nurses looked and said they couldn't find the referral. So they've re-referred me. Now this
Are
place
you kidding me?
is the one that said they made the re-referral.
Oh.
It's okay, Dixie. It's fine asking. We don't mind you asking questions because I am a disabled person, so I get it. I've had to live with this all my life.
I'm a cash cow, Dino. I'm a cash cow.
He doesn't have them yet. He hasn't even been told when he's getting them or anything. He hasn't been given any measurements for the inner bit or anything.
These places want to stay full, don't they?
Yeah.
And I'm a cash cow. This place is privately owned and they want to keep it full. And it's difficult for them to get long-term residents. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
And the thing is, though, Dino, not only is it a physical thing for Marshall, he has to deal with people that are losing their faculties as well. So it's not.
Yeah, there's people in here with dementia and all that, and
fuck, mate,
nothing against them, but that's where the police got involved that time. Fucking.
No, it's okay, Dixie. You can ask what you want in
here. You can ask, yeah, because the bottom line is, I don't like turning these streams too much. You know what I mean? But the bottom line,
it's okay. We're all friends in here. It's all right. I don't mind.
The bottom line is, it's I don't mind chatting about it for a bit, but I don't want to make it all night. Yeah. The thing is,
I'm not doing an all nighter, either, you cheeky git.
No, the thing is like I've learned through certain members of staff that they want to keep certain type of residents, yeah, as long as they can. They get £790 a week for this room.
If you think about it, though, down here you'd have so much more to do.
They don't give me much, yeah. I hardly eat their food.
Hi, Marie, darling, you're right.
All this other stuff. Oh, is that Marie C?
It is Marie C.
Oh, Maria.
Marie, the timeout queen.
Where you been, my darling?
How are diddling, Marie?
I'm timed out under Boris's bed, or Boris under her bed. I can't remember.
No,
twisted.
I'm under her bed. I've been on top of it for a while as well, haven't I, honey?
Jesus. What kind of a channel is this?
She knows it. She knows the guy.
What time is it?
Well, you know me, do you know? Anything flies in here.
Yeah, you see what I mean, Dixie? That is it. And some members of staff have told me I'm like a cash cow to them. It's fucking. It probably costs them. I hardly eat their food. I don't use their washing. I did all done at home. I get most of my food brought here. They do an odd little thing for me. I was here to try and get prosthetics and physio quicker, but it's all being blamed on COVID, and it's not. and all my money
It is
tops up
difficult.
monies they get, and you know, it's pretty shit. Oh, sorry, Marie, I'm
Yeah,
letting our
man.
secrets out. I know, honey.
See, this is the thing as well. Like, if you wanted to like go out and that, and I'm not using my chair, you can use mine, which is a lot
Well, I've got a
easier
chair,
and
haven't
quick.
I? You know what I
No,
mean?
but I've got an electric one, so you'd be able to like we'd be able to like fly around London like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll run a few people over as well.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm going to make sure you can
Naughty one.
control it and do it
That's what I would
properly,
do, mate.
because I'll get into trouble.
Yeah. I'll be
That's what
straight
a
round
rampage,
to
mate.
straight
I'm
round to
actually-
Marie's house.
Well,
Jump on,
Marshall,
honey, let's go.
I can get you to have an assessment done at where I had mine done, because
Marie
they've got
can
a
do an
wheelchair centre
assessment
down
for me.
here.
Marie's going to assess someone called the Stump Lover.
Oi,
Fuck
Marie!
my stump.
The Stump Lover.
Yeah,
Stump lover.
He's got
No,
some
no,
girth,
it's
I'm
Marshall's
telling you.
new nickname. He's been
Jesus
using
Christ,
Stump Lover
man.
for a little while.
Stump
He don't
Lover.
say he doesn't mind.
He's got 3 tails and he's got 3 different girths. Yeah?
Stump.
Believe it or not, my mate says to me, have a look online, Marsh, have a look online. Putting his hand over his mouth, you know what I mean? And he's only on the fucking phone to me, you know what I mean? Have a look online.
God's
He's
sake,
Fucking hell, man.
what are
a
you
right
like?
friggin' pervert, isn't he? It's not me, I can't help it. These people,
I mean,
you
it's not
become
you, and
friendly
it's
with
certainly
someone,
bloody well not me.
hand
Fucking
over his mouth.
hell.
Look online. Taking
He hand over his mouth.
Jesus.
What now? What are you
It was.
talking
He's
about?
in
Damn
his
it.
fucking house with his missus and kids. Have a look online. They check with
Look
the
online.
stump. Yeah. Porn up.
Oh,
Have a look
Oh, that's
online.
Fucking yeah, did
what
like
the
this.
fuck
It was
is
funny.
this?
But I said, what you on
Jesus
about? They use the
Christ.
stumps. There's a guy from
Fuck
Iraq
my
who's
stump.
fucking ramming her. You know what I mean? I said, what?
Marshall,
That's what he was saying. I never knew it happened like that. I'm a bit
ramming her with her stumps. For goodness
I'm
sake,
a
this
bit
is a
bloody
respectable
naive when it comes
channel.
to
What's happening?
stumps loving.
But it
Sorry.
was a
Stump
respectable channel until I had you on here. Fucking hell.
Sorry. But that's what, you know, that's part of it, Vix. You know,
What, being rammed or your stumps, or were you on something else
I
now?
was going to say that. I'm a bit
this is a
stumped myself.
respectable channel.
Yeah, I
see?
bet you are, darling. I bet you are.
No, so I
Fucking
never knew
hell.
anything about that. So, you know, he told me, I don't know where the hell he found it out. God. I think, as of the guess, he might be a family man.
That's it.
Where does
Anyhow.
this come in now? We were talking about family. This is going a little bit
No, I'm
off
saying
topic.
he's a family man, and he's telling me these things that he can't even let his missus lip read him from the other side of the room or wherever she was.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean? He had to put his hand over his mouth and all this.
Oh,
'Cause
no, there's
I wasn't
gaggings
getting what he
now.
was saying. I wasn't getting what he was saying because I didn't quite understand it until he practically spelt it out. You know what I mean? And it's like, what?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and you know, I thought I'd have known because I've got another mate who did lose. I told you he lost 1.5 legs, and
1.5. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
That's,
and he lost half an arm.
oh,
And
for
that
fuck's
was
sake.
a guy I knew 3 years before. Yeah, he lives over in Cheshire. He lives in Runcorn, and yeah, he went through some terrible stuff. I actually helped adapt his house, doing a building job with an architect, you know, from Manchester. And yeah, I got to know him, and he's a cool guy, but he's going through it, you know, really, really going through it.
Yeah, man.
Fucking terrible to see.
Yeah.
But
I-
he always tried to put on that brave face, and you know, good
I
luck to
agree
you.
with you there, Dixie. It does
Definitely.
affect him mentally as well as physically, because I mean,
Oh, it
I'm
would.
not having to go at Marshall here, but there's been a few nights where I've been talking to him on the phone and he's been a little bit down, and
Oh,
this
fucking
is
hell.
why
It's
I want you out of there as soon as, really, because
fucking hard to accept. You know,
It
regardless
wouldn't
it
of
even.
where
is.
you
I totally understand, mate. Well, I don't.
it's
You know what I
fucking
mean? I
so hard.
understand that it
No,
would
I
be
know
tough
what
to
you mean.
accept.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Because Who
'Cause,
is?
Yeah,
at
I mean,
least
I
like,
didn't expect. I thought I was going to be going forward.
well, you
Going in there,
you
didn't
actually
I, Vix?
are. You
I mean,
actually
I
are.
could send Vix now a photograph of me. I don't mind if she puts it up.
Oh no,
And
I actually wouldn't, because
no,
was
I'm on
very-
about in nicer times.
Yeah.
I'd send her a picture.
Well, I've seen photos of you in
No, I'll
nicer
put it up
times,
another
you know.
time. Anyway, but yeah, you know, in nicer times, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get back to, you know, that, and you end up rolling the dice, and it fucking goes. All they were worried about was COVID. What about the actual things that were there before?
Yeah,
You know,
man.
MRSA is a massive thing. In fact, I'll say something else. My missus's mum caught MRSA in the same hospital 7 years before.
Oh,
And luckily it was on
Marie,
them
Marshall
de-
caught MRSA during an operation, and
detect
he
it.
had a double amputation. That's basically
Marie
it.
knows that. Marie knows that, don't you?
Well, she just asked what's happened, if you don't mind me asking.
Don't
So
you
I'm just
remember, Marie? I announced it on David's Cafe once. We talked
David's
about it.
Cafe.
Yeah.
you just
Don't you remember?
drop the bombshell in there, you know.
Exactly.
You
No,
right,
what it
David?
was-
I
I'll
just
go to
had my
David's
legs
Cafe
hacked
and
off.
tell
How are you
everyone.
There's
doing?
only-
Make me a brew.
There's only 5 people in there, and we were talking about it, and I didn't mind because it was a few that knew, and Marie was in there, but maybe she was asleep. I don't know.
Maybe she was asleep. Oh,
I don't know,
no.
but maybe she's forgotten. It's okay.
Probably has
I
fell
know.
asleep.
No,
You ever
she
listened
said
to
she
David?
didn't know.
She didn't
It's
know.
okay.
God, Marie, you're a bloody staple at David's Cafe.
A
You get
staple.
everything there. I'm amazed because
He's gone through a lot.
we talked
And,
about it a few times in David's Cafe. Maybe it was
David's Cafe?
cryptically at that point, and she didn't realise what
yeah,
we
I
was
think
on
that
about.
might have been it. But
Might have been cryptically because we did
Probably
do
away
that
for
a
a
little
shite
bit.
or something at the time, and she's just no fucking heard you or something like that.
Actually, she's
oh, for
probably
goodness
under the bed.
sake, Dino!
Oh, she could have been, or a pea, of course.
She's probably under the bed, Dino, with old Boris.
But at least you weren't saying she was flicking her bean or
Oh,
something.
whoa.
For goodness sake.
No,
I
that-
would
that's
never think such.
the type of thing you.
Yes, you
sort of
would.
say.
Come on. Yes, you
We
bloody
don't
I
have
am
well
this
not that
would.
way
divorce, Marie.
minded.
It's okay,
DJ
Marie.
Vix.
Sod
I
off, you're
still love you the
Scottish.
same.
Sorry, mate.
Flicking the bean is a Scottish term.
It is a Scottish
If
term.
we ever meet,
Exactly. So I'm not far off the mark, am I?
Marie, if we ever meet and I'm on a chair, you can push it,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
if
So romantic.
Oh my god.
if we ever meet and I'm on prosthetics, I can show you how good they bounce, honey.
Oh, my Jesus. God.
Fucking hell.
I love it, mate.
And I'm going to go to
Love the
Ireland
banter.
with him.
I'm looking forward to that,
You can
kiddo.
push my chair.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, to a 2-week
I look
holiday.
forward
Are
to the
you kidding me?
prosthetic. Them carbon fiber ones have got some right old bounce in them. Yeah.
Well, I'm first in the queue to test that
It
out.
doesn't matter how tall your opponent is.
Well, I'm a short ass, so I'll go flying.
Oh god, you're a spinner.
Jeez, don't fucking bring that up again.
You're a spinner.
Oh,
Vic.
Dino,
Oh, a spinner.
in this chat with the other Dean, he actually
Don't you
brought
know
up what
what
a spinner
is,
means.
Dino?
I thought you said a swinger.
No, a
Oh, she's one of
spinner.
them as
Wait
well,
a
yeah.
second.
I'm not a
the
swinger.
old
For goodness
What
sake.
is happening? That's a bombshell. No, what's a
Vix
spinner?
is more than a swinger.
You'll have to explain
Right.
spinner. What's
Marshall, explain to him what a spinner is, for
A
goodness
spinner
sake.
is when the lassie, let's make you feel at home, when the lassie is about 5 foot or 5'5", you get them on your erect peni and you can spin them round into position.
Oh God.
Dead
That
easy.
kind of spinner.
That's a spinner.
Okay.
Marie's back under the bed. She's getting
Marie?
ready
What,
to be
is
spun
That's a
around.
Bojo
bomb you
with
learn
you?
from the new every day.
Eh?
Oh, I bet you knew what a spinner was,
You
Dino.
did.
You probably,
If you don't know
probably
what
had a few
spinner
in
is,
your
you
day.
don't know what you're doing. I used to target the spinners I liked them that much.
Fuck's
Suppose
sake.
now I'm shorter than
Damn
them.
it, man. What is
Well, you are
going on?
now.
I'm shorter than them now.
You're
Bloody hell,
shorter
I'm
than
a
me
spinner.
now.
Listen, It is what it is, and you
I could
just got
take
to try and
advantage of
deal
your
with it.
height now.
I will say on a serious note, though, you think, Dean, what you do on your legs every day.
Oi, oi.
From the minute you get up
What I know.
to
Yeah,
the minute you go to sleep.
yeah,
And
man.
when you think of it like that, I actually come up with that sort of what's it called? Acronym, whatever. You know what I mean? I forget what it's called. It's a bit late. You know, when you think of it like that, what you actually do
Hmm.
on your legs, you know, from the minute you get up to the minute you go to sleep, that's what puts it in perspective. It's fucking everything there and nothing, it. You know, even if you're gonna really go and shag a spinner in bed,
Oh,
you
jeez.
do need your legs at some
Jesus.
point, don't you? And your knees.
I guess
And your
so,
knees.
mate. I guess you do, mate.
But
So
this is where your upper body comes into play now, because you haven't got your lower body. You use your upper
That's
body
it.
now instead.
Exactly.
I'm getting some bolts put in the ceiling, Vix. I'm getting one of them hammocks.
Not in my place, you're not.
I'm getting a hammock and a lassie can go in the
People
hammock.
already think that I'm running some kind of fucking sex dungeon in here.
Well, I thought you were.
My
Fucking brothel.
That's
social
why I'm
services would
coming.
love it if they came in and there were sex swings and hammocks everywhere. They're probably thinking, what's
You
Vicky
just say
doing now?
it's for him over there. He ain't got any legs. He needs a bit of help.
Oh, he's away. He's not got any legs, but he fucking ran. Fucking wheeled
It's
it,
because
man.
he's swinging around the place, you know. He's doing a Tarzan. Goodness. So,
That's brilliant, man.
he's doing well, Marie, actually. Considering what he's been through as well this past year, he's got my respect, because a lot of people wouldn't take that very well. You know, his sister passed away as well recently. So he's dealt with that too.
Yeah, man.
It's been hard for him. So that's why I've said to him, you know, you can come down here and just get out of that place for a while.
Bless him, man. It's a shame.
It is.
Can't imagine that, Ken. Like,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
anywhere, man.
It's all right.
There he is.
That was an awesome bit of banter, and I was talking to me fucking self.
But you can always repeat it. You like repeating on things, so I've been told.
I don't. Unless it's good and sexy and fun. No,
Well, you know I am.
There was a guy, right? And he's disabled. And he was disabled sort of since he was young. And he gets to about 21. And there's this disabled fund with many hundreds of thousands of pounds into it, yeah? And this disabled fund, it's for all different things to make disabled people's lives better, yeah? So this disabled fund, he applies for £1,500 to go to Amsterdam to have his wicked
Damn.
way
Yeah, man.
with some ladies, and
I
he
think there's only one or two reasons why you go to Amsterdam, mate.
Well, you know what your
You
reasons
don't
are,
know what
darling.
it's
You
either,
know.
put it that way, man.
And haggis is not involved in any of those.
Oh, God, don't get me started on haggis.
I've never had it actually.
Never.
Haggis, that
Never.
is.
I've never had it either. To be honest with you, I've never touched it. It's weird, man, eh? Scottish
Is it
cunt
because
never
of you
tasted
know
haggis.
what's in it, or
Aye, pretty much. Aye, I didn't fancy it. Eh? Oh God, no. Nah. Couldn't touch your stuff. Couldn't touch it. What about yourself, Cool Tools, mate? Sorry to change the subject, mate. Are you into haggis, or are you just like other stuff?
Marshall? That's directed at you, honey.
He's fucking.
He's playing with his Wonka.
hello.
Ah, yourself, there it is.
I
Oh,
just
mind
said-
me. On you go.
He's playing with his Wonka, and you go, "Hello."
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Right,
Turn
I don't know
your
what was
YouTube
happening
down.
there.
Of course, Marie. Of course, I'm going to look after
I
her.
can't
And
hear
I said
you.
we've been friends for a long time, so
Aye, man, you should get.
now we lost Dino. Oh, this is a panel for losing people, isn't it? You know, it's all good.
Vix?
Yes. No, he's not still in hospital. It's like I'm losing everyone. It's a rehab place where well, how he's described it to me, it's like it's on different floors, and he's got people in there that are losing their faculties as well as others like himself. So it's a privately run place as well. The staff, some of the staff there are lovely. Others really don't give a damn. They're just there for the money, and they actually treat him terribly. I've been on the phone when they've been there, and it's not good. Well, I'm sorry it shocked you, darling.
I know
You're
what
right,
happened
Marshall.
there.
I don't know if we lost Dino too.
He'll be back. Put another link. Oh, the link's at
The link's pinned anyway, so.
Yeah, the link's pinned in. Yeah, that was a bit crazy, that, wasn't it?
Marie's shocked about your situation, but
I know.
he honestly thought you knew, otherwise.
I genuinely did, honey, because it was being talked about a little bit, but you may have only got it in a cryptic way, or it might not have been talked
We have
about
to do
fully.
a panel, won't we?
Yeah, maybe sometime, yeah.
Or when you're actually down here, we could do like a stream together when you're here. That'd be a bit easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or Ireland.
Actually, we could film me like teaching you how to like mix on my decks.
Teaching me, I know how to do it, but I don't know.
No,
how
I
to
know,
do
but
it
it's a little bit different in a
using
wheelchair.
digital technology as well.
Well, it's not much digital technology. All it is would be like making sure I've got the tunes that you'd want to use downloaded, and then you can use the Serato and do it like that, or just mix a vinyl.
Yeah, I'll do the vinyl. I know that.
I've got shitloads of that.
A bit of getting back used to it. I haven't actually done it for many years, but
this
I do
is the
have
thing,
to do
though.
it.
My decks are a lot more powerful as well, so you'd have to get used to those too. But
they're more powerful.
Oh yeah, Stanton decks are a lot more powerful than Technics. Oh yeah.
Are they? Oh, you got Stantons. I thought you had the Technics.
No, I did have Technics until they got confiscated.
Ah, you got Stantons, eh?
Yeah, but Stanton are still quite expensive decks. But
oh no, I'm sure they'll be standard, wouldn't they? Because
they are.
Yeah, nobody would make shitty decks nowadays apart from.
The thing I like about them is they've got key correction on them as well, so you can change keys. Which comes in handy too. Because if you haven't got it on a mixer, you can use it on the decks instead. So.
Bloody hell.
It's getting used to them.
the one with the buttons on the corner. Yeah, like there's like a triangular thing of buttons.
Not triangular, no.
It's like on the one at corners, and it's like a little sort of triangle.
I have to take you a picture and send you a picture of my deck. There you go.
Yeah, do that.
And that's deck, people, not dick, because I do not have one. For goodness sake.
Come on, Dino, where are you? The link's on the pin. Anyone else gonna come on anyway? Come on.
Well, Marie never comes on panels, which is okay. I don't mind.
I thought she'd been on David's once or twice.
Have you, Marie? I don't know. I mean, I do occasionally go into...
I don't actually remember 100%, but I just don't know why. I just thought she might have. Dixie Normus, why don't you ever come on a panel?
No, there will be no pictures of people's parts. being sent to me or any of that, thank you very much. I've been dragged into enough of that kind of situation, and not again. Definitely not.
And service crew, come on.
Now, anybody can jump up on panel. I do not mind. I'm trying to think if people want any of their stuff being shared. I don't mind doing that either.
That's right. He service crew. Is it his mate's hotel he's putting them up at? Eh? I didn't know it was his mate's, but I just knew he was putting them up at a hotel.
Oh, you've been on his panel once or twice. Okay, but you got too anxious. Why is that, sweetheart?
Yeah, it's understandable. I've been a bit like that at times, especially when my sound was bad. It made it more stressful.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's only a handful, though, isn't there?
Jerry's
Yeah.
mate's hotel.
Okay, Jerry's a good guy. He's not everyone's cup of tea 100% of the time, but I think his heart's in the right place, and he's always been sound
I
with me.
don't mind him.
I've had a good
Sometimes
old
his language
giggle
is
with
a bit
Jerry.
colourful, though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's a bit too much of the C word, but you could say that
Well,
anyone from that
we're
area.
used to that. You know, we're used to the Irish guys now,
It
so
sounds
the
quite
C
bad
word
though
doesn't
when
bother
it's
me.
too much. It does
No, I know
sound
you
quite
suffer with
bad.
anxiety.
Yeah,
This is what we were trying to do to get people that do suffer with it to sort of like maybe jump up for 5 minutes, you know.
even just that short little bit, and then
Yeah.
but there's no pressure. If you don't want to, you don't want to.
I
But
don't want to pressure
but-
anyone into doing anything.
you know, like it's a little bit of a builder, confidence builder. Like now, I'm perfectly okay with it, but sometimes I'm not, and that's it. But I did say to Vix tonight, I'll come up for a little bit, and I've been here all fucking night.
That's fine by me. Well, we probably would have been on the phone all night otherwise, so this is all right.
But like, she's right, Marie. It's like how it said. It sometimes just sounds like really bad, doesn't it? Too much of the C word, but like for argument's sake, Dean's been on. He's mentioned it a couple of times. I mention it all the time, and
yeah, but
that ain't bad.
Well, compared to the other Dean, though, like the Irish Dean, it's like every other word. It's
Jerry
like, wow.
Likes to use it a lot, and it
yes,
and said with emphasis. It's not nice.
But no, he's a sweetheart, though. He cheered me up.
Oh no, he's been great fun, Dean. I've enjoyed talking to him.
No, I'm talking about the other Dean when because that was I was having a terrible day because of my hip and that. So
no, that's lovely, yeah.
That was a very, very good stream. That was. It was funny as hell.
Well, if you got 8 hours, people, or whatever it was, 6 hours.
Well, no, he was talking to me for like 6 hours, and then the rest of the time he was talking to other people before that. So
it was.
I think Steve owes us one, doesn't he? Really?
Well, Steve Plastic Paddy, he'll start a panel off, and he'll sod off. Usually
yes, he does like to do that occasionally, but
and he leaves it, and nobody's got the control of what to do with the panel. So
see,
it's always good.
See, if I was to do that, I would say give like admin status to either like Tonkin or to Courtals himself, so at least somebody has control to let people up and down or whatever, because I trust Marshall and I trust Tonkin, because they wouldn't want to destroy my channel, because they know if they did, I would fucking kill them. Did I say something wrong? No.
I wouldn't expect any less. But really, you shouldn't have to do that when you say you're going to do it.
Well, I normally stay up though when I do panels, don't I?
He actually said he was going to do it, but he didn't. Yeah.
No. he was
So
a bit
you don't
naughty,
say
wasn't he?
things that you're not going to do. Well, I don't anyway. You know, and that is the thing that made it shit. But we continued it elsewhere, and it was all right, wasn't it?
Oh, we didn't. Well, yeah, I sort of like
But Dean couldn't leave it. He felt like he
no.
was
So
leaving the lads.
this
So
is the
that
thing,
was silly.
guys. This is a bit like messed up. So he didn't want. The Irish Dean didn't want me to go live on my channel because he didn't want to ruin my channel because of his language. So we thought, well, how are we going to do this? Because he was on his own, and obviously he didn't want to talk to himself all night long. So I set up like a backstage where we could talk to him, but then he actually stayed on that channel. So we were having like a backwards and forwards, but we didn't realize that the people in the other channel couldn't hear us, so it still sounded like he was talking to himself. It's fucking nuts, wasn't it? But in a good way. So what was said on Paul's live service, crew? I don't. About Jerry, you mean? Or because I haven't been on Paul's I do go on Paul's lives occasionally, but I haven't been for a little while. I used to go on his panels here and there, but it's just way too much trolling goes on in there, in my opinion, which is a shame because
Part of the reason I haven't got involved with that channel, because I know a lot of people that go on there, and
yeah, me too.
but you know, like there's a lot of names I got that I know that go on there, but also there's a lot of names that I'm not that
Familiar with.
no, there's a lot of names that I'm not as friendly with, you know, because they are
Yeah,
pure gang up troll people, yeah.
I know who
And
you mean.
just a handful, but then you must realise that there's other people that you don't know the names of that are on there that are probably of the same sort of thing. And that Paul fighting trolls, he comes across as a nice kid.
He is nice.
He's attracted a lot of the wrong sort there, and he knows it.
Yeah, I know.
But he wants to plod on and continue. But you can tell it's not. It's a draining thing, isn't it?
It is. But
So,
you can't tell people what to do.
exactly, it's his channel. He's having some good success number-wise.
He did. This is the thing, though, Marshall. He did before, but he had to come off because of the trolling. So I hope this time
he came off
it's
for his
different.
missus, didn't he?
A bit of that, but he was getting trolled a lot, and it wasn't good, the things that he had to go through. And I hope it doesn't happen again because he doesn't deserve it. I don't think. Mind you, nobody really deserved. But
Put the link up actually in the chat. Yeah.
What for Paul's channel?
No, for Dean. Put the link up in the chat for this stream, just in case Dean doesn't see it on the, or he didn't know what we meant by putting on the thing. Just see if he wants to come back and say hi or bye or whatever, because we had a good little chat with him, and he might not realise what exactly you meant or said.
Maybe not. Who knows? But
Don't know,
it is like 20 past 5. So
yeah. So anyway, you know what I mean? It'd be good just to say.
What would you like me to say to my doc anyway? Because if he's obviously going to call back this week, so what would you like me to say to him?
Well, just with the view of needing, you know, from a dressings.
All you're going to need is the medications you've got now and your dressings, but you're going to need like district nurses and that as well, aren't you?
Yeah, just twice a week. It might not even be that by the time I get down to you.
Yeah, but
and
he's gonna have to make sure of all of it.
Continuation of my physio until
well,
back up.
the fact as well that I live near 4 big hospitals as well, so you'd have a choice. And then, like I say, you have like a wheelchair assessment centre down here as well. So to get yourself like an electric chair or something, just in case, because that will save you a lot of hassle with your upper body and that. Because sometimes you won't have the energy, because it takes using a manual chair takes a lot out of you.
Yes.
And especially going up and down hills, it can be dangerous, and you don't need any more accidents, do you? To be fair.
Fucking don't know.
But when I went for my assessment with mine, you have to go for a driving test. They want to make sure you can handle the chair and you're not going to like run over people and all of that. I mean, it's not a major thing, but they just want to make sure they have to really. But you know, you're not supposed to be drinking, using it and stuff like that for obvious reasons, and because the police will do you for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Tonkin messaged me saying, "Are you going to be around at 7?" I'll be around. I won't be still live at 7. That's a different matter. But
7 this morning.
I think that's when he's finishing work.
Right. Yeah. I'm already shutting my eyes.
Well, that's how I probably won't be live at 7, but I'll probably still be around.
Right now, since just thinking, I won't mind fucking shutting my eyes for a bit.
Well, do you want to finish the live now then? Because it's nearly 3 hours.
Okay.
This was only supposed to be a quick one.
Yeah, if everyone's okay with that.
I'm sure
and then
everybody will be
what we'll
okay,
do is,
like,
if we're still awake, we could come back on when Tonkin's done, or what? When he wants to come on. I don't know. It depends, innit? If we make it, I'm knackered, and I'm not giving
well, I know
my
you're
best.
tired.
Thank you very much, Marie. That's really nice, and it means a lot.
Well, no, I mean, he honestly thought that you knew, so...
No, I genuinely did. I just, but I don't necessarily hear what
this is the thing, though, Marie. He's had some people on YouTube basically turn around and say that it's all one big scam and that, so that's why Marshall hasn't been talking about it too much, because it upset him, and it wasn't good.
Idiot. Yeah.
I mean, who would come out with something like that? It's silly.
Turbo.
And it's so easily proved.
He'll have the same thing happen next week. You watch. Oh, bloody Mr. Bloody Marine Power. That's the sort of thing he'd do, isn't it?
Oh, as in Tony Lawrence, you mean?
Yeah.
See, I have to use his surname, because if I just said Tony, then people think I'd mean the other Tony, and then things will just start. So that's why, because there's 2 of them.
It makes sense.
To make sure people know you're talking about the right one, you know?
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything from him since, hopefully. Because enough American and Canadian channels know about all that now, and Australian channels too, so he's going to have to be very careful now. I know, Marie. And it doesn't help. I mean, hopefully this thing with YouTube will be sorted soon, where they won't be fucking timing people out, because it's not nice doing that. And when I have got the time and the patience, I will be going to King's Cross, and I might not actually film it, but I might just record the audio of the conversation just to see how it goes, because Chad was also saying that one of his contacts was saying that nobody's getting monetized right now across the board.
Why is that?
Well, you know, I explained to you that AdSense thing. You have to have AdSense to get payment from YouTube. They're not letting anyone have AdSense right now because it comes up with engineering problems. And it's been like that for over 4 months. Which is a bit of a mystery, you know?
Yeah.
I know I was saying that you haven't, for which is good, isn't it? Maybe they backed off a little bit, I do not know. Or it could be, I don't want to like blame it on anybody, but it seems to, when I do like American panels in particular, or stuff for the American, that's when it normally happens. So I don't know whether they're trying to cause divide there or not. I honestly do not know what it is, but I don't think anybody actually has been timed out today, have they? I haven't heard anything. Nobody's complained, have they, Marshall?
Not that I know of.
No, which is good. Hopefully it will last, and hopefully people have had a good time in here. I mean, like I said, I wasn't even planning to bloody go live today. That was like Marshall chucking me in the deep end of a pool and said, go swim. I thought, why am I really in the mood to go live? Not really, but why not? Well, you do like your time out land with Boris, don't you? Does he discuss his policies? That's how you get to sleep. Boris, makes you go all tired because he starts talking about his policies, which will never work. So you get to sleep. He should do some like like tapes or something for people that really can't get to sleep. I think they'd be quite good sellers, wouldn't they? And then when you're done with them, actually, what would you do with them when you finished with them? I can't see them having many more uses. Can you?
No.
He talks about, oh my God, he talks about his Johnson with the Johnson, or Johnson and Johnson. Fuck's sake. Right. Okay, I don't really want to be thinking about Bojo's Johnson. Thank you very much. That's something I do not want to be going to sleep thinking about. That's a definite no-no. Well, I don't know when I'll be going live next. It will be sometime this week, but I'm just playing it by ear for me. But we just have to see how it goes, won't we?
Okay, Marie. And we've got
everybody in chat.
Through.
You all have a good evening, morning, or wherever you are in the world. Be good to each other. Try and be nice. Try and do a few good deeds in the day as well. It makes you feel good.
It was good meeting you, and it was good fun in the chat.
Yeah, it wasn't too wild.
Mine's bigger than yours. Don't worry about it. And Clint, if you're still around, have a magnum for me.
And me too.
And anyone else that's here. Tonkin, I doubt you're here now.
No,
probably bunking. And
filming another porno.
That's that. Good night.
We will see you on the next one, guys. Take care and be safe.